because both games have been combined into one amazing game as we get going here. And the objective is to complete both games, defeating Ganon and Mother Brain in order to finish the race. So we're going to start off here in Hyrule, or Zebes, I should say. Wow, I'm getting my games mixed up already. We're going to start off here in Super Metroid, but most runners are going to immediately go into Hyrule. That's why I was thinking that, because there's only like one, maybe two items you can get here in Super Metroid to start off with. You're better off going straight into Super Metroid Link to the Past to get the much larger selection of items to start off with, as we see here.
Like, right, the one item that is down there is a tier 0 item, so it is possible that a progressive item's down, but the chances of that happening are pretty low.
I don't know. I've seen it happen quite a few times where there's been like a major item there. Hell, I've seen Morph Ball in its vanilla location, as we see Big 20 there from the Sanctuary chest. It looks like they're going to start the standard route. They're not going to check Link's house, which is a bit of a surprise. Will they go for Houlihan Run? I've seen a lot of runners doing it. It looks like JanusZeal will be indeed going for it. The thing about Houlihan is that because rupee drops are much more spread out in this run, you have a better chance of getting some early money by just doing an early Houlihan Run. So better to get that done out of the way.
Honestly, I'm not sure what Pants Snack stands for. It could be Pants Snack, but I'm thinking more a snack pancake or something. I don't know.
Alright, so both the runners doing the Houlihan Run. This is actually a rare treat for me. I don't normally see both runners simultaneously doing a Houlihan Run. This is rare. Surprisingly.
Well, it's not a bad call, all things considered. You get like over 200 rupees out of this, and it routes yourself right at Link's house.
That's true.
Although Janus is opting not to go right back in.
No, but Linkforce will. But let's see if it pays off for him. Oh! Janus made a huge mistake. Morph Ball in Link's house.
Technically, it's Samus's house because that's what the kanji on the files screen says.
Fair enough. But, oh, that is a big play there for Linkforce, getting that Morph Ball. Let's see what Uncle's got for us here. Just a missile back, but not too bad.
Can't really do much even with Morph Ball, though, because we still either have to find Morph Ball bombs or Power Bombs to progress.
Well, we can do it with an Ice Beam, that's for sure.
No, apologies, katakana. Like, I never know what the official term is for that.
There's 3 different types of Japanese language. Hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So, they use katakana for that one. As a bit of an anime fan, I kind of have to know these things. Alright, so JanusZeal now going to do the standard opening run in Link to the Past. Probably going to be checking Lumberjack, then heading into the Lost Woods, and routing into Kakariko Village. We'll find out very quickly if we're going to be having an Aghanim seed here. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen.
It's certainly nice to get that tree pull there to give bombs, since that really saves up on money. Granted, 50 rupees isn't that much, but it's still quite a bit considering this is early game.
Indeed. JanusZeal opting not to check Lumberjack, but finds Bug Swagnet there in the mushroom spot. Let's see what Aghanim is guarding here. Just some missile packs, so not a big loss for Janus.
Now this... Gravity suit.
Wow, early gravity. That is really good.
Now, despite the back of Lumberjack Cave just being super missiles, this could still be an Agaseed, depending on the item loadout we find.
That is true. If we don't find both gloves, a glove and a hammer, and of course the infamous Moon Pearl, we may still have an Aghanim seed, because one of those could be on the pyramid. But given now that we've got Morph Ball early, there's a less of a chance of that happening. So I wouldn't really count on that idea too much. Let's see what we have here in the back of Blind's hut. A lot of good items back here. Kakariko Village being the biggest hotspot for items early on. We got a no tank to start things off. We've got a missile pack. We've got a big 20. And another missile pack. So, off to a good start on missiles already. Let's see what the back... just some love. And of course, Linkforce going following right behind him. Only delayed because he checked a few spots that Janus did not, one of which being Link's house was where we found that morph ball earlier. So that actually will make up for it much quicker. Let's see what the Wells got. We got a little love there to start things off. Gonna check the back end here, and we find flippers. Ooh, nice. Definitely won't turn those down. And we've got big 20, 5-arrow upgrade, and another 5-arrow upgrade.
Now this does put the entirety of the Zora area in logic, but he would only be able to check 3 items because he doesn't have enough money to pay for the rip-off king himself.
Indeed. We got powder from the bottle vendor. A little early for a magic bat check, but at least we'll have that available for later. Let's check out the chicken shack. Doing this early chicken. More 5-arrow upgrades. At least we're going to have plenty of arrows once we find our bow. Janus now opting to head over to the shop and pick up some more bombs. He still had 4 left, so I guess he just wants to be safe, seeing as though we don't have a weapon yet. Probably going to be prepping up for many Moldorm caves.
And I think Linkforce is going to be making the same move because he's got 6 bombs instead of 4. But we may see him go to the bombable hut instead of buying for bombs. But I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, the secret hut there in Kakariko Village, I believe you're referring to. Let's see what the library's got for us here. Our boot's going to be required this seed. Maybe. There's a sword up there. Could be a scary thing. And Janus now going to opt to just run the race game. Not going to check it first. Honestly, I think this is the better move because if it's nothing, you're going to waste roughly around as much time and you'll not have the item. But if it is there, you're not going to have to waste time going back around to get it. You can just pick it up on the way out. And considering it's morph ball bombs and this is our first pack of them, I think that'd be worth the trip.
Yeah. It's never really a good idea to ride to Super Metroid with just 5 power bombs. Because 5 power bombs is not a lot of work to work with early Super Metroid.
Very true, but it is enough to put it in logic, so it might be all they get for a while. But we'll have to see as Janus now running the South Shore. Let's see what we find in here. Just another missile pack. Already up to 20 missiles so far.
"20 regular missiles, but no super missiles just yet."
No, we got 1 pack. We've got a pack of 5 so far. We found 1, I believe it was in the Chicken Shack. No, it was in Kakariko, but I know we did get that. And I'm not counting Lumberjack. And another missile pack there from the Drain Dam, but he's got enough now. He's not going to bother picking that up. He figures he'll be getting plenty more. So next stop is the ever-elusive mini Moldorm Cave. We've got 5 items in here, but we're going to have to probably lose all of our bombs in this because these mini Moldorms can be very difficult if you don't time your bomb throws correct. So it looks like he's going to be lucky today. 2 for 1 kill there. Nicely done.
It's always satisfying when they bunch up like that so you can kill both.
Yeah, got a big 20. Another no tank. That's 2 of them so far. 5 bomb upgrade. That's nice. Another big 20 and a little bit of love. So complete bust there.
Unfortunately.
One thing we haven't seen yet is an energy tank. We have not seen one E-tank so far this entire race, and usually by now you would have at least found one. So that's got me a little concerned when they get to Super. Now Janus going to run up to the Ice Rod Cave. A little bit of tricky situation because these crabs can do a lot of damage. So you want to try to avoid them as much as possible. And it looks like he just barely makes it through. And for his troubles, he's going to get a B-Torp.
Yeah, those crabs do 2 hearts of damage for when you're in green 2 day. Not fun.
Now, I'm surprised Janus didn't at least make the early water check. Then again, he's probably waiting until he's got the 500 rupees to check Zora as well.
And unfortunately, since both of them have flippers, they can't easily set up the hula hand glitch.
They already did that. That was the first thing they did when they got here.
I was saying, like, if they wanted to farm up rupees so that they could do the Zora check, then that would be one way to do it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can only use Hula Hand once. If you go back in there again, the room's empty.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you could do it multiple
times. I'm 95% certain that that's how that works. That's a one-time.
Well, that stinks.
Yeah.
By the way, both runners are practically in sync here doing the hobo check.
Indeed, and there's our first E-Tank.
Though I'm surprised Linkforce is doing this check first before checking Ice Cave.
Well, to be fair, with the flippers, he can go around and avoid a little bit of it, so this won't hurt him too much bad on time. In fact, that's exactly what he's... No, never mind. I guess he's gambling on the Ice Rod Cave not having anything, which... It only has a bottle, so that's not a huge... Oh, no, he's going around. He's going around and check it.
I guess he just wanted to do the hobo under the bridge check first.
Apparently. So, but that gives JanusZeal time to check out a few other spots, including the Waterfall Ferry. And we've got, ooh, the lamp and a super pack.
Very nice.
That lamp, I have seen that lamp give many runners trouble. You wouldn't think such a small item would be such an important deal, but considering how dark rooms are in this game, it's a necessity at times. And we've got a power bomb pack there on the Zora Legend. It looks like Janus is gonna go for it.
I mean, might as well. He's only got like what, 1 pack is power bomb, or did he find
more? That's what I'm
more
looking at.
Yeah. So if he gets 10, that'll allow him to start exploring Super Metroid once he's done here.
Also, shout out to Victor Nup for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much for the support.
Oh man, Turtle Rock Lamp is just disgusting.
Alright, so he's going to pick up his power bombs. We know Linkforce is getting his lamp and super pack there from the Waterfall Fairy Cave.
Opting to get rid of the bee and instead exchange it for something different. Watch, he's just going to get a bee back. I guarantee.
I'm going to laugh. Nope, he gets a red potion. Oh, that's not too bad. Some money, as his text says, money saved. Looks like Janus is going to go head back into Super Metroid here. Considering what we found so far, we've already got a lot open to us. I mean, Brimstar alone is going to have a lot of possibilities. And he's going to start by checking Omega Missiles.
Also known as the last missiles in the game.
Yeah, that's why they're called Omega Missiles. And let's see. Ooh, Charge Beam. That is nice.
Early Charge Beam is always good.
Yeah, Charge and Ice.
Granted, we don't have many options in terms of damage, but At least we've got Charge Beam now. That's all that matters.
We can get Plasma and X-ray scope later on. That'll be huge.
Interestingly, Linkforce is gonna go check Sasparilla's hut, and I would imagine Eastern Palace as well.
Indeed. So we're gonna be doing two very different checks here. We got a missile pack there at Old Mother Brain, and we've got Varia suit at Sir Hossela's closet.
Oh, that's gonna put Linkforce ahead of quite a bit.
Yeah, because that opens up Norfair at least a little bit. Still got a few other things we got to find first, and we got our first map check: Crystal 1 and 2 at Eastern and Tower of Hera, Crystal 6 at Desert. And we find just a single rupee up at the more.
Yeah, and I believe Saspirilla said that Ice Palace is Green Palace.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully we won't have to dip into Ice Palace.
It's Link to the Past randomized. Always check pendant dungeons. That's just the given. Oh, someone call Phantom Ryu, because that's gotta be Kane! Early Kane of Samaria for JanusZeal there. Very nice. And we got a shield up there. Interesting. And Janus gonna make his way up to Billy Mays. Did not see what Linkforce found there in that first chat.
I believe it was just a map.
Fair enough. All right, let's check out what Billy Mays has got for us here. Why is it called Billy Mays? Well, we got 100 rupees to start off with, but wait, there's more. As we've got Ether hiding up there.
We'll give you 100 rupees and Ether absolutely free.
Now, chat pointing out, checking Eastern Palace, knowing he's got Varia and a lot of Super Metroid open is a bit of a risk, is a bit of a small gamble. I wouldn't say it's a huge one. Obviously, you know, checking Eastern isn't a bad idea in general, but I think with more options available, as we find a missile pack there in Eastern, to see if that plays out for him.
So aside from, actually, I would think like right down here in Blue Brinstar was a pretty good call since we got both Ether and Kane of Samaria out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really good play there for JanusZeal. And Eastern has not really paid off. Linkforce only has 2 chests left. One of them has to be the big key, since I don't believe he's found that yet. So
yeah,
we're probably...
I believe the last chest here is definitely going to be the big key, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to get to the Armos Knights.
Exactly. So the last one, and that means that the last 2 items are going to be, one is going to be in the big chest, and the other one is going to be on the Armos Knights themselves. So he's only going to be able to get 2 out of 3 items in this run. So it's kind of unfortunate.
So I have to play a little bit carefully here since he doesn't have any weapons. But he does have plenty of bombs.
Yeah, he's gonna have to use some bomb strats to take out these enemies. He's not gonna... Oh, yeah, he's gonna go for the damage boost. There's some room there, and there's the big key, as I suspected. And it looks like Janus is gonna head over to Bomb Chorizo.
And since he does not have more fall bombs, Bomb Chorizo won't act.
No, we'll not have an item, or won't have to fight the boss there, but we'll have an item. There's the compass. So actually, no, he must have found another item at some point I missed, which means the last item is on the Armos Knights.
So where is he going to now?
Looks like he's gonna run the escape run, or at the very least check Uncle.
No, he did that
checked
earlier.
Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going for escape. A bit of a risky play without a weapon. We got a heart piece on Terminator.
Honestly, it's not too bad when you're able to time your bombs right. So Janus here is going to be checking the back of gauntlets, so let's see what that's going to hold. 50 rupees and reserve tank, so nothing really worthwhile back there. Though at the same time, front of escape could have something valuable. Linkforce having a bit of trouble with his bomb timing here. Oh, there's a bit of lag going on here, so I can't really see what all he got there.
We got Shovel here for Janus.
I'd imagine they would just wanted to check to see what that first item was before they set up for the mock ball. Oh, opting not to use the door strats for the mock ball. Very impressive. It does not look like there's anything worthwhile back here. Yeah, nothing great here at early supers, just a bunch of money. Thankfully, while he's down here in the Edekun's area, he can restock on power bombs from these little jumper in.
Sorry, folks, had a little bit of a connection issue there.
Linkforce is going to be setting himself up for a death warp once he gets rid of this ball and chain guy.
And missile pack there in the back, which means you only got 2 items left to find, which is really good. And Janus heading over to the Edekun room.
The one problem here is that unless Crossroads has the key, you won't be able to get to the back of escape.
That could be troublesome for him. Well, the only thing I have to worry about is, yeah, if the Crossroads doesn't have the key. But that's a slim chance there. And let's see what we find here in the Edekun room. Ooh, some more power bombs. Take those.
It's like it's a 1 in 4 chance of it being the key. That could also be doubly bad in that it could just be the map that he gets here, unless he found the map early.
No, I don't recall him finding the map. Let's find out what he gets here. Super missile pack, so he's going to have to find another way into the back end.
AKA,
that
he's
also
gonna...
gets... Sorry.
I was going to say, AKA, he needs the gauntlets.
Yep. And he's only going to find 1 item back there. Oh, X-ray scope for Janus and pink Brinstar.
So 2/3 the way to the microwave beam, they just need to find plasma now.
That could be really helpful if he ends up getting all of those beam upgrades that early. If he had wave to that, that'd be even better. There's 5 bomb upgrade there. Piece of heart there right before right above charge. He's going to go around, going to go ahead and head over to Spore Spawn Supers. First shot, nicely done. Answer question in chat. Microwave beam is if you have charge, if you have X-ray scope, plasma, and charge, preferably with wave, you can shoot a beam and use the X-ray to kind of delay the beam and do multiple hits at once. Especially used for bosses like Dragon. Dragon is especially susceptible to that kind of attack.
Yeah, the 3 bosses that it's best used to the best to use the X-wave or the microwave beam is Botwoon, Dragon, and Phantoon. Granted, Phantoon's a little tricky to set that up, if only for the fact that you have to do it while he's flailing about from the first missile hit. Because if you try to do that before doing that, he's just gonna disappear on the first hit.
Indeed, and it looks like JanusZeal is gonna set up for wave skip here. It's a very tricky shot to do, but if you can hit the gate, the front of the gate with your super missile just right, you can avoid having to use the wave beam to hit this. And I think he just got it first shot.
Yep, you got it first shot.
That is impressive. That is very impressive. Oh, das Boots! What are those?
So now that they have access to the sword at the library, they can also go check the Bonk Rocks.
Janus just finding all the great items here in Pink Brinstar. Let's see if his luck continues there. He finds another E-Tank at charge.
And since he's already checked Blue Brinstar earlier, he does not need to go back up. He can just keep going down into the Red Tower.
He's checked most of Brinstar. Oh, I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
And that is our entrance to Bag of Escape. Linkforce pulling off the nice mock ball there to get to the back of the early supers area, all for these arguably worthless items, though getting this money will help pave their way for checking King Zora later.
Yeah, this early on, having some big 20s isn't as bad because, yeah, like you said, Zora money, but later on, it will become much less useful. As Janus now heading over to Kraid's, up to Kraid's lair, possibly maybe going to stop by Norfair. We're not sure yet, but at the very least, he's going to check Spazer on the way.
Now, while Janus is ahead here, Linkforce has the advantage here. Ooh, Fire Rod and Spazer.
Yeah, you say that, but yeah, Spazer or Fire Rod.
I'm just saying that. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that Linkforce does have Variosuit apart from Janus, because that's the one part he's ahead by. And Janus doesn't know that Vari is in the in Sarsarilla's hut.
That is true. But we're already looking at a very fast seed here, considering how many items we've located already. We're only less than half an hour in, and look at what all we've got here. We've got powder, fire rod, ether, lamp, bottle, glove, boots, flippers, charge, ice, morph, varia, gravity, x-ray, and a ton of ammo and energy tanks. So we're off to a really good start here, just half an hour in.
I'm surprised Linkforce only has one pack of power bombs here.
He must not have checked Zora, because I don't think he got that other one.
Well, either way, here's his other one.
Ooh, Book of Majora.
And in combination with the fact that we have a fire source and gauntlets, that means Desert Palace is fully complete.
Considering that's our 6th crystal, that's going to be very helpful for Janus later on.
Looks like Linkforce is going back up to go get Shovel.
Meanwhile, Janus is now going to take on Kraid here shortly. Will he be taking Kraid to the prom, or will he reject him with a quick kill?
One of these days, he'll get that quick kill.
I've seen it. Yeah, the thing that stops runners the most with a quick kill is that hand. You've got to time the shot perfectly for the hand.
Oh, there we go.
You wanted a quick kill. There it is.
These are the charge beam strats for the quick kill there.
Nicely done. And get some love for his troubles. Well, you wanted to see a quick kill. You got it.
So unfortunately, no Kraid going to the prom with Janus. He got
rejected. But Janus now going to head back, going to stop by and probably check the Kraid E-Tank on the way. And then probably head up Red Tower, most likely.
Yeah, given that he doesn't have various suit, the only thing you can do down in Norfair is check what's at back of Croc Escape and see what's in the high jump.
There's our next bottle there.
And alternatively, he could also take the portal and go explore around Death Mountain and go rescue the uncle, or the old man, I should say.
Yep, the uncle rescue there. It is in logic, but he is going to check Norfair first. He's going to head down there. He'll probably check high jump boots, since that's right there, and that is in logic. Maybe even take a quick peek at the missile pack there behind the gate and see if that's going to be worth picking up later. But otherwise, yeah, there's really not much he can do here. He definitely does not have enough energy for a hell run.
Certainly not if he's wanting to go check the ice beam room.
All right. Linkforce picking up his boots. And what do we have here in high jump? Just a little love. Now, credit to Janus. He's checked a lot thus far in terms of what's in logic for him. Like, I'm looking at I've got my own tracker up to keep track of things, and he has cleared out a lot. He's pretty much checked everything he can in Brinstar and Criteria, with just a few spots remaining. We've got just some big love behind the super gate, so he's probably not going to be picking that up by the time he gets.
Well, Linkforce is trying to set up for the Spore Spawn skip here. Gotta be pixel perfect on that standing spot.
And as you suspected, JanusZeal now heading up, and he's going to pick up the old man here on Death Mountain. You can only check a few things up here right now. We can do Old Man, we can do Spectacle Rock Cave. He can check to see what's on Spectacle Rock itself, but that's pretty much all he can do up here right now.
So yeah, given his current item loadout, I'd say best bet to check next is Desert Palace. Well, after getting like his sword from the library.
Yeah, I said before that sword might become necessary, but thankfully we are not boots locked anymore. Ooh, the Deadrock's giving him a little trouble, and he gets just a missile pack from the old man.
That would have been really unfortunate to have died right at the entrance there.
He's going to heal up to make sure he doesn't die anywhere else.
The early Death Mountain can be a bit scary because everything does a hard damage here. So I think like even when you get the tunics on, they still do harder damage.
Those cabbages can be quite deadly if you're not careful. But Janus is going to head up top now. We're going to see what's on Spectacle Rock. Just a 5-arrow upgrade. Nobody's going to bother with that. What's in the cave? Just 50 rupees.
Let's just say, Linkforce pulled off a very tricky wall jump to get to the back of Blue Brinstar. Though these side hoppers are giving him some trouble.
Indeed, and I think Janus, since he got the... Oh, no, he's going somewhere else. Oh, he's going to check Bonk Cave real quick and then probably wrap around to the back of his gate.
And unfortunately, Linkforce is out of power bombs here. So unless he manages to get more, he can't go check...
Oh! Moon Pearl in Bonk Cave! That means we are a hammer or a glove away from Dark World access. It looks like he's going to turn around and check Sick Kid on the way to the library.
Yeah, just really, your Linkforce is going to need like 3 power bombs to do a full check of the Billy Mays cave here. So one to get rid of the blocks, another to get rid of the above block, and then another to get out.
And as Linkforce gets his shield, Janus will get his sword.
Yeah, a tad bit unfortunate Linkforce's end, but then again, there wasn't anything important in the in Billy Mays aside from Ether, and we don't know if Ether is going to be required or not.
That Ether medallion, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be our X factor in this race. If Ether is required for either of our dungeons, and those are crystals, that could cost him a lot of time looking for that. Oh, we did get Shepard earlier, so we're gonna be checking Dick's spot here real quick.
As they say, never say no to supers.
You know, even though we have Charge Beam, Plasma's still out there, so until we get that, we might still need some super missiles from Mother Brain.
Even then, I would think that I'm not sure if charge wave plasma on Ridley is faster than 30 super.
Most likely not. Well, and Janus gonna go ahead and farm himself up some bloopies here. Try to get to that elusive 500 since we still have not gotten enough.
Yeah, since he's like right on the edge there, it's not a bad idea to farm up some rupees.
2 trips in, not a big time loss really. And he figures 6 off, that'll be enough. He's almost certain to get 6 rupees by the end. So we're gonna check Agina's cave. One of those one-off locations that you normally don't check unless you have a reason to go over here. So hopefully this pays off for him. As Linkforce heading back up, he missed a lot of Brinstar there, but he didn't find, I don't believe there was much over there anyway, so that's not gonna hurt him too bad.
Again, the other thing he's missing is that ether in the Billy Mays room.
And there's our 3rd bottle there for JanusZeal. We are just picking up items left and right here. Now I'm really starting to get worried. What's going to be our troll item that's going to slow these guys down to a crawl?
As I said at the beginning of the stream, it's going to be Bo.
Well, so far your theory is holding some water here. And we got Ice Rod on Desert Leg.
Linkforce checking moat and for more power bombs. Nice. Ooh, Janus got to be careful here. He's down to 1 heart.
Yeah, he's playing it careful here. As Linkforce heading into Red Tower. Thankfully, Janus found a heart there. And we got an E-Tank. One of 2 items we can find in...
So let's just say this first of only 2 items here in Desert Palace.
And luckily he's got the boots because small key on the torch. Ooh, high jump there for Linkforce there in the fake flower room.
In some cases, high jump is very nice to have, but in other times it's just like it can be a pain in the...
Certainly not helping him right now. There's the compass for Janus.
I think what Linkforce is trying to do is that he's trying to damage boost towards the door, but he's not really pulling it off, aside from right there when he didn't want to.
Figures, right? And there's the big key. So we're either going to see the... Oh! You know what? Not a bad death. I'd almost call that a death ward.
At the very least, he's going to get some health back.
Linkforce going to check out Alpha Power Bombs here. Finds a big love there. And on the other side, 5-bomb upgrade. And we've got the map in the big chest, so that means Landmolus has the last item. But thankfully, he can't full clear this dungeon, so he'll probably do that and find out and get his first crystal here.
I mean, might as well since you're here.
I mean, he's very least got to go outside and get that ice rod. You're not leaving that behind on the off chance that Turtle Rock ends up being a crystal dungeon. As I always like to say, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And he is indeed going to head over and clear Desert Palace. Chat rightfully pointing out, yeah, the fact that there's 3 pendants in Dark World, the odds of one of those being Turtle Rock are pretty high. We'll have to see if that plays out. Of course, that also depends on whether or not pedestals required, in case it doesn't matter what dungeons they're in. But let's have our fight with Landmolus.
See if Janus can get the quick kill here.
Couldn't quite get the 0 cycle on that one, unfortunately. It's a bit tricky with only Fighter Sword. I think he's got one more shot maybe of the Fire Rod. No, a little too early on that one.
Unfortunately, that means he's going to have to kill it with Fighter Sword, and Fighter Sword does crap damage.
But he gets the kill pretty quickly, all things considered. And just a missile pack. But he gets, and at 43 minutes in, we have our first crystal of the race. And it's crystal 6 no less, so that's halfway to our Pyramid Fairy. All right, looks like JanusZeal is going to be running the front of escape here, like Linkforce did earlier. We know he's not going to find much, but he can also turn right around, resave back at the Sanctuary and check the back end and get that last item that Linkforce left behind. Who knows? That one item could be the difference. And it looks like Linkforce is not even going to attempt for it. He's taking the Cray to the prom.
And unfortunately, Linkforce didn't get the quick kill there on Kraid, but still a fast kill nonetheless.
Indeed. Unfortunately, we are still missing some critical items, and we are quickly running out of locations here. Considering everything we've got, I've got 3 things we can check. We've got the item in the back of Escape, we've got Zora, but what worries me is we've got a few spots in Meridia that are in Logic. 2 items in Meridia are in Logic right now.
Yeah, but you're also forgetting that Linkforce has various suits, so he can go check out Bubble Mountain and Croc Escape.
Actually, according to my tracker, he still does not have full access to that yet.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Why would he be? Oh, What would he be missing?
Actually, hold on. Actually, scratch that. He got high jump boots earlier. He does have access. I forgot to mark that. But yeah, thanks to those high jump boots, now Upper Norfair is in Logic. Not much, not all of it, but a good chunk of it.
Now, aside from doing the cross gap wall jump up Bubble Mountain, if he couldn't pull that off consistently, he could go the long way around to go check out Speed Booster and all that.
I have a feeling Linkforce will be okay with that, but let's see what we have here in the back of Escape. We've got 1 item back here. Actually 2, because I think we already found the map. So there might be 2 items back here. Let's see what we find. We've got, there's the small key, 5 bomb upgrade, and a missile pack. I found a big 20 there at Ice Beam, and only another big 20 at Crumble Tower.
Yeah, just finding out there's no key here in the back of Escape. So unfortunately, he's gonna have to go around if he wants to check back of Escape there.
Actually, I think he just did check back of Escape.
Oh, he did?
Yep, he's done. He's heading over to Sahassal's hut, which means he's about to get his Various suit here very shortly.
Yep, there's very suit for Janus.
And he is heading right out. He knows he's done there. He's going to reset back to Super Metroid. Or maybe not. Maybe he's got something else in mind.
He's going to take the...
Norfair exit. Yeah, he's going to take the Norfair entrance there. Probably the fastest route he could take to get there, to be honest.
So despite getting it way later than Linkforce, he's pretty ahead here since he's got a crystal over Linkforce, and I think the tracker did mark that Linkforce already did Kraid.
Now Janus going to check out Ice Beam here, having a little bit of trouble early on. And you got a mock ball here in for Ice Beam, since this is technically a sequence break. You're supposed to have Speed Booster to get in here, but we don't need that. We know how to mock ball.
And it's generally good that you're able to like check this early, because you definitely don't want to come back for these items later.
Now, if we're going to find a progression, it's probably going to be here in Norfair, since this is really all we've got left. Again, we still don't have a hammer or a Titan's Mitts to get Dark World access, so this is probably our best bet to find either one of those. Linkforce now picking up his Moon Pearl there in Bonk Cave.
It's likely going to be heading over to the library and Sick Kid to get his item there and get his sword. But I think first he's going to go check back of escape. Unfortunately for Janus, since they don't have high jump, they have to do a sort of tricky wall jump here using this Nova.
Yeah, he did not check Red Tower, which is where it's hiding. I believe that was in Fake Flower Room, so unfortunately that is going to cost him a little bit of time, but not too much, thankfully. So he's going to check out here in the Lava Bath and find some Missile Pack.
How is he gonna get up Bubble Mountain, I wonder? I would imagine he's probably gonna make use of Ice Beam here, and yeah, there we go. Probably need to get that guy.
Very tricky wall jump here.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to get that guy just a little bit higher. Oh, nicely done.
Nicely done there. Gonna head over to Speed Booster Room now. He's gonna have a hard time checking one other area here, which might cause him trouble, because that's 3 items over there he's missing, and if there's any one of those is critical items, he can be in trouble. He really needs to head over to Red Tower to get that high jump boots. But let's see what Speed Booster's got for him. There's 2 items over here, one in front of the door and one inside. We'll see if either one of those comes to pay off for him.
Now, granted, he can make use of Ice Beam to get up there.
There's a 5 arrow upgrade outside the room, and inside, just a Missile Pack.
And since Janus does not have Speed Booster, the Lava Rise thing does not act.
Yep, the lava will stay right where it is, and we will be all the happier for it. We'll never have to see that room again. Gonna farm up some ammo there really quickly. Oh, there's our Titan's Mitts. Dark World access complete.
So that opens up a whole bunch. Well, yeah, a whole bunch. And
oh,
flute.
and the flute to boot.
So yeah, this was definitely worth checking.
I told you. I said there's gonna be something big here, and that just did it. Of course, he's having a little trouble getting out of there.
Yeah, I gotta
There
use
he
wall
goes.
jumps to ascend. He is getting some much needed power bombs back. Now he could go down to Crocomire, but without speed booster or even more fall bombs, it's not really worth checking him right.
No, he's gonna skip out on that and head back the way he came. Or maybe not. What's he doing?
Oh, I think he forgot to check the what this bottom item was.
Oh yeah.
Bombos.
And good thing he did check, because it's Bombo.
That's 2 out of 3 medallion.
All right, so Janus now gonna head back through North Fair, back the way he came, so he can get the. He can check out that Dark World access he just opened up.
Yeah, at the moment, the 2 main locations he's got opened up now is Hype Cave and the Village of Outcast.
For the most part, yeah. Though he does have a good chunk of Skull Woods opened up as well, since he's got the Fire Rod.
And since Skullwoods doesn't need much to complete, he can full clear it. Because I don't think Hammer's needed anywhere in Skullwoods.
No, it is not. You only need you need Hammer for Thieves Town, but only for the big chest. So yeah, this is a good play no matter how you look at it. Ah, but he was also smart. He's going to check King's Tomb real quick. And yes, 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 Kane of Brian.
What kind of me?
I
Things considered, Kane of Brian is, I'm not entirely sure if it's, like, a better cape or not. I would say it is. Because it both gives you invincibility and it damages enemies.
It also
And
uses more magic, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I don't know. I would think both uses the same amount.
Everyone rise to the length of the past national anthem. And ladies and gentlemen, the goose is loose.
He could certainly be seen as a goose. Oh, Ivan clarifies Cape uses more magic.
Oh, I'm mistaken then. My apologies. And then, yeah, Kane of Burna is the better item of the two. We got our dark map check here. Red pendant at Skull, blue pendant at Thieves Town, and Crystal 5 at Meyer.
Oh, you know, I don't like the look of this. This could be a pendant seed. Because let's think about this for a second. We got Bombos, right? We have Titan's Mitts. That means, well, Bombos and Fire Rod, so Ice Palace is completable. The other 2 pendants here are Skullwoods and Thieves Town, both of which very easily completable. So this could in fact be a pedestal seed.
Don't tease our fans like that. They will hate you if it ends up being not true. And since we don't have the mirror just yet, we can't check the pedestal to find out.
Well, I mean, he could, but it'd just be a very roundabout way to do so.
Yeah,
honestly,
but I don't think he's gonna get it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna go out of their way to check the pedestal if they can help it.
Given that my past two runs have been... past two runs with this tournament have been pedestal seeds in a row, I would not risk it. It's especially given that we found Book of Mudora this early. That's a good question. Did Link get Ice Rod?
He did. I saw him get it. So yes, he did get
okay.
Ice Rod.
And thankfully for Linkforce, he doesn't need to do any tricky wall jumps. You see, he's got high jump. He can easily get up.
And there's just a piece of heart, one of 2 items in Skull Woods. He's just going to go ahead and take the Death Warp.
Oh, is he gonna go full clear it?
I don't see why he wouldn't. At the very least, he wants to see if he can get that last item out of it. Also, shout out to our tracker, Tagraneth, for keeping track of things for us here. It's her first time. It's her first time doing tracking, so I think she's doing all right.
Yeah, that is one thing. Is that if there's a lot of races going on, the tracker could be a bit stingy with trying to activate any of the clicks. Because like sometimes it'll register, but it won't actually show up on stream until like 5 minutes in.
Alright, and I'll wait for him to change back, and there's the big key. So that means there's a 50-50 chance that Mothula has the item. Otherwise, it's in the big chest. Which route will JanusZeal take?
He does need to be careful here if he's trying to get back into Mothula, because if he opts to use Fire Rod to activate those torches, he's going to run out of magic really soon. And if that happens, he's not going to have an easy time refilling. Taking a long way around there, but it's mostly just to refill his health and magic.
And yeah, he's just going to go ahead and fire rod his way through, so he's going to be relying on sword strats from Mothula here. Not going to be able to do much damage with the fire rod. He'll get a few shots in, because he'll get some magic right before the fight, but not much.
We see here from Linkforce checking the Bubble Mountain Reserve. I don't believe Janus checked this.
No, they did not. And I missed the first item they got. There's a heart piece there.
The first item was 5 extra bombs. And an E-Tank.
So, oh, we forgot. JanusZeal's got some green goo.
You still gotta be careful because he does not want to get touched by Mothula here.
He's going to rely on cane strats, actually. We don't see this very often for a Mothula fight. Was that enough?
This is gonna be scary.
This is gonna be clutch.
You'd either take one more hit from Mothula or one more hit from the spikes. Either way.
Oh!
That is unfortunate.
That's a hard fight, let's be fair here.
And I guess he's opting to just not do it.
Figures he's got better chances with the big chest.
Let's just hope he does not have to come back here for it if it is a pedestal seed.
Well, hopefully if it is, that he can come back with a better arsenal for that.
Because 3-heart Mothula fight with just fighter is very... I've done it before, like 5-heart Mothula with fighter sword, and it is not fun. I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Yeah, and to answer your question, Jen, no, he no longer has the green potion. That's why he opted to skip. He used it during the fight and it wasn't enough. So instead, he's going to bomb jump over here to the big chest. Oh,
honestly,
a little short.
Honestly, if I was them, I would have used the fire rod instead.
There he goes. He got it. And it's a good thing he did because he got the mirror.
Oh, that is going to be very handy because now he can go check pedestal if he's going to.
He's like, no, thanks. I ain't going near that area again. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Linkforce just got his Titan mitts and is going to be getting his flute here.
Now it's time for our run to the Village of Outcasts. You got 3 items outside, plus Thieves Town itself, which is not full clearable because we don't have the hammer. Let's see what the chest game's got for us. A single rupee and a piece. Next stop is the bombable hut. And another piece of heart there. Quite a bit of love here in the village. Surprise.
What is Linkforce doing? Is he going to go check Crocomire?
Bit of a risk without the required items there, but let's see what we got here in the sea house while we're waiting. Just a big 20. And it looks like Janus is going to take the Thieves Town gamble. Now remember, he can technically complete Thieves Town, but he can't full clear it because he's missing the hammer. If the hammer's not here, then he has to hope he finds all 3 items before... Well, never mind! Ladies and gentlemen, yours truly is just suffering from a case of foot-and-mouth disease.
Yep, there's hammer.
And indeed, Linkforce taking on Crocomire. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I just that wasn't a commentator's curse. That was a commentator's blessing.
I was about to be like, oh, hey, French vanilla, but then like, wait a minute. The hammer is the Palace of Darkness item, not Thieves Town.
Yeah, that's the Titan's mitts that are the Thieves Town item. And nice Crocomire fight there for Linkforce.
All for missiles. Honestly, I don't know why he goes back here, because all of this is not in logic. He doesn't have Wave Beam or Speed Booster.
But if he can get through it, he can get through it. Alright, so in the meantime, Janus has found our second item here because he picked up a triple bomb there just a second. So he's already 2 items in, and he's got 2 left. If he finds those other 2 items, he may not even have to fight blind. Alright, so we continue up. There's the map there for Janus. It's 1 of 3 dungeon items there. Well, a couple more aside from the key. So that leaves 3 item locations left. 2 of them are items. If he finds the compass anywhere, then blind has an item. I answer your question, chat. Yes, there is a hard mode for this for the combo randomizer. Mostly what it does is it allows stuff like hell runs to be in logic. So you may end up having to find stuff that you would normally find outside of Norfair for hell runs, like Variasuit, to be in Norfair. But we're playing on normal mode. We don't have to worry about that problem. Hell runs are never in logic in normal mode.
Yeah, the only thing that's the hard mode with this randomizer, it just changes up Super Metroid's logic, but A Link to the Past's logic remains the same. Now, I think at some point, they might implement more necessary hard tricks to do in A Link to the Past, but I'm not entirely sure.
Indeed, and we found the compass in the big chest, which means Blind has an item.
Oh, I missed the joke there with Blind. Janus kind of went through that joke pretty quickly. By the way, he's using cane strats to finish off Blind here. Not a bad idea given that he's only on half a heart.
And he pulls it off. What's he get for his trouble? Master Sword. Not entirely a bad idea.
Yeah, all things considered, that was a worthwhile fight. I also missed it there. Linkforce just got Spazer.
Considering we don't have Plasma, having Spazer certainly won't be too bad.
But it looks like he's opting to reset and not keep Spazer.
Meanwhile, JanusZeal gonna see what's going on with Alec Baldwin over the digging game. How many digs for how many for what item? 5 digs for a heart piece.
That's pretty good. Although I've seen it a few times with these past races where, like, it took almost the entire amount of time just to get the item.
Now he's gonna pick up good old Jeremiah to get him dropped off. And if you're wondering why I call him Jeremiah, well, let's be honest, Jeremiah was the bullfrog. And yes, he was indeed a good friend of mine.
I guess he's not doing the hammer pegs just yet.
He'll probably get those on the way out.
So how is Linkforce getting out of here? He doesn't have Morph Ball bombs, and he doesn't have Grapple Beam.
And it looks like we got some counterfeiting going on with Janus as he gets big 20 there from the Swordsmiths. He's going to opt not to... He could have also checked Magic Bat. I'm surprised he's not doing that. Oh, I think he changed his mind.
Yeah, I think he just remembered. Oh wait, I can go check Magic Bat.
He's got the powder. And he gets our last bottle.
That is 4 for 4.
Now he's getting his hammer ready to check Pet Cave. Well, he's going to pick up his purple chest on the way since he can grab that real quick. Probably take it on the southern tour since he still has a lot of the southern part of the Dark World there to...
It's always satisfying when you get to hammer dash through the pegs.
And just some more supers there. All right, so he's probably going to head down south, check out Mirror Cave and Old Stumpy on the way to dropping off that purple chest.
I was never get like why this particular cave that you have to mirror to is just called Cave 45.
Actually, I can answer that because in the map data for Link to the Past, all of the locations are numbered, and this was literally numbered 45. So since they didn't have any other name for it at the time, people just called it Cave 45. But I call it the Mirror Cave because or most people might also call it Cave South of Grove. But there's nothing there today. I call it Mirror Cave because, well, it's one of the only caves other than the graveyard ledge where you need the mirror to access it.
And we still got a bunch of item checks down here, because aside from getting the other item from the purple lunchbox here, we've still got Hype Cave to check.
Hyper Gripe Cave. We also got the single arrow, the Vampire Skewer from Old Stumpy there.
Also known as the Validation Arrow.
That's an old joke. I wish that meme would die.
Oh, where is he going? He left the lunchbox behind.
He'll come back and get it. He's going over to check Hyper Gripe Cave. And considering how many, there's a slim chance of some hype here. I think if we're going to get any hype, it's going to be Super Metroid hype because we've got a lot of items there, but Link to the Past, not so much. But let's find out if I'm wrong. We'll start with an A-Tank there to start things off. And we have Bloopy, another E-Tank, Tempered Sword, and a Missile Pack.
I'd say that was pretty hype.
Yeah, I'd give it about a 4, maybe 5 out of 10.
So honestly, having Tempered Sword, that was definitely worth the trip.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a trash cave by any means, but it's not exactly uber hype, but I'd say a solid 5 out of 10 there. See, he went back and got his lunchbox.
See, I was afraid if I go off screen and into another cave, I'm afraid that he just disappears.
I think you have to go 2 screens off before it'll reset. All right, let's see. And just a big 20 from the thief.
And since he's over here, he can go check Bombos.
And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. All right, let's see what Bombos Tablet's got for us here. Just a bloopy. Whap, 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 wow.
So where to next for Janus?
Looks like he's heading over to the Mire area. We can find and see what medallion is required for that. And he technically could full clear it. He's got all the items he would need for it, so not a bad idea. And Bombos, we could full clear it. All right, let's see what we got here in the Mire Shed. Plasma!
There it is. There's our plasma.
With that, microwave is now online.
Now, given that we haven't found Wave Beam just yet, it's only at half power, but still, this is still really good.
Absolutely. And he is going to head into Misery Mire.
It's gonna be a bit scary going in here with just the amount of health he has and the fact that he's still in green tunic, but it's definitely possible.
Indeed. If he finds the bow here, that'll be amazing, but there's only 2 items in Misery Mire, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, despite the abundance of chests here in Misery Mire, there's only 2 items you can get. Yeah, no bow definitely makes this scarier. Especially considering he's got Vitreous to fight, and that fight's pretty darn scary without a bow.
There's our first key. Well, gotta call out Bideo Bammers there. Technically, it's both, but they don't have a thing on Twitch for both games. So, we Super Metroid is where you start, so that's what we're calling it.
I mean, technically, yeah. Also, semi Godmire there, with big key being in the second chest.
That is very helpful, but he's gonna have to check the rest of Misery Mire anyway, because we still have not found either of our 2 items yet.
I'll say one funny thing is that, on some runs when, like, you just need to, like, you're in go mode and you just need to fix Misery Mire, I've had a few times where I'll get Godmire and I go to the, like, next area before the boss, and I instinctively hit the switch first, but that blocks me off, like, oh wait, I don't have to hit the switch first.
Yep. And as soon as I see a lot of our chat's a little confused about what's going on here, yes, as a reminder, this is the Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Randomizer. We have combined both games into one, and the objective is to get whatever items you need to complete both games. You have to kill both Ganon and Mother Brain. There are 4 locations throughout each game that link to each other. And so that way you can cross between them, and you can collect items from each game in the other. So you can find Super Metroid items in Hyrule, and you can find Link to the Past items in Zebes. So that's the kind of madness you're seeing here today, folks. That's why we have the tracker set up the way we do. There's the compass there and the Vidal Big Key chest for JanusZeal. And I think we just introduced a new fan to our little game here. And there's the map. Wow, these 2 items are being very elusive here to Janus. They're not coming up anywhere.
Yeah, we still got a bunch to check here, since one palace is a crystal dungeon, we need to find Hookshot. We already have Flippers, so we're good in that regard, but we still need Hookshot.
Alright, and there's Triple Bomb, so there's our first item. Not what he was hoping for. Is he not going to check the big chest? He's going to gamble on Vitreous. Where is he? What's he doing?
I think he's wrapping around. No? Where's he going?
Yeah, he's going up. He's going over to Vitreous. He's going to gamble on Vitreous here. I guess he figures since he's got mirror checking big chest later on, if necessary, it won't be as difficult, so this will probably work out better.
Get rid of these blasted anti-fairies. Huh, interesting. I didn't think you could fairy powder those before they pop out.
Oh yeah, I've seen them do that before. So I've never seen him try to capture them after doing it, though, but I've seen him use it to heal up very quickly, so that was nothing new.
Oh. Someone pointed out he got a piece of heart in one of the previous rooms. So those 3 bombs were the last item.
Ah, I must have missed them then. I thank you, chat, for keeping us up to date here. Can't believe I missed that.
Oh, Linkforce taking the jet just before getting a fairy.
But he got one in his bottle, so he's good to go. All right, Jan's grabbing one more fairy there before heading in for the Vitreous fight. And he's just going to go in there, swords a-swinging. Oh, he's going to be careful, though. He's taking a lot of hit. Oh, lightning blast!
Thankfully, he's got that fairy.
Yeah, that fairy came in handy. He knew he was going to need that coming in here.
And he could just stand in this one corner and let the eyeballs come to him.
Oh, while you say that. Thankfully, he grabbed 2 fairies.
Those eyeballs hurt. Actually, every bit of Vitreous attacks hurt when you're in green tunic.
Yeah, you're normally supposed to have at least blue mail by this point in the vanilla game, because you would have get that from Ice Palace. But obviously he doesn't have that here. But thankfully those 2 fairies were just enough. Now he's just got to fend off that eyeball. And as long as he keeps himself distant enough to these spin strats, he should have no problem here. Oh, careful.
Oh, that was close.
It's getting clutch.
Don't touch him. Don't
got
touch
him. Woo! That was a clutch fight there. That was crazy.
All that for a key, but at least he's got his other 5-6 crystal.
Think he about gave all of us, including the chat, a heart attack with that one. And it looks like he's going to check out Checkerboard Cave before he wraps things up here. Not a bad call. I've seen Checkerboard Cave pay off. You never want to do that. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just going to skip it and go straight into Lower Norfair. Going to quickly check out what's over here.
I'd imagine what he'll do is he's going to probably see what's this first item here.
Oh, that could have helped.
Oh,
that's just mean, game. And yeah, he's going to take a quick peek at Gold Terizo.
And since he's got charged plasma here, he doesn't need to use supers.
And he's got the glitch set up too. That Gold Terizo is just going to stand right there and keep on slash and miss every shot, and he's just going to keep plowing away. He is in prime position.
I think he means
Nicely done.
I think you mean superposition.
Ah! I see what you did there. Now, he'll be able to check one item, but he can at least, if this is something good up here, he can get this one. And, oh, Wave Beam!
There we go. There's our full damage.
Yeah, he has now every necessary beam upgrade. He does not even need the Spazer. Oh, and Metroid missed giving me the perfect comeback there. Yeah, he is in prime position. He's in Metroid prime position. And there's our last reserve tank there at Checkerboard.
And just opting to skip it since he really doesn't need it.
And I get the feeling he's thinking Pyramid Fairy. They haven't checked that side yet. There's a lot of availability.
I'm still hoping like either of our runners is going to go check to see what's on pedestal. So I guess until they reach that point where they need to, they're probably just going to avoid it.
That's understandable. I mean, there's really no need to at this point. I mean, they've got a good amount of items. They're literally only 2 items away from Link to the Past Go mode. And really, they're only maybe 1 item away from Metroid Go mode.
Yeah,
that's really all they... Maybe 2.
Yeah, so unless this is the pedestal seed, all they really need now for Link to the Past is bow and hookshot.
Yeah, and for Super Metroid, they really would only maybe need Space Jump and Speed Booster.
And also,
or Space, yeah.
And also, technically, by logic standards, they need to find silvers too, but they don't need silvers to beat Ganon.
Now, if you got Tempered Sword, you don't need silvers. It's easier and it's nice to have, but it's not required.
Now, if you didn't have silvers and you're still on Master Sword, yeah, you better go find either. Because Master Sword Ganon fight without silvers is terrible.
Got 300 rupees here for Janus. He's going to pick that up because we still have not checked Zora yet. Plus, we need that money for Kiki if we want to get the pod later. Let's see what we've got here in Pyramid Fairy. We've got Piece of Heart and a big 20.
Yay. So I'd imagine what Janus will do is that when he goes to go check Catfish, he's also going to route in the check for King Zora, since all he'd have to do is mirror.
Seems like the logical play to me. Now, one thing we should note is there is one huge hotspot that neither of our runners have had the chance to check yet, and now unless they get hook shot, there's only one spot up there that they can't check because East and Dark Death Mountain are in play. So that's a ton of items, and if they find hook shot before getting up there, that's going to be even bigger.
Yeah, because we've got the Ether Tablet, we've got Tower of Hera, and also we've got
Paradox Cave, Spiral Cave, Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny Cave. So many caves of with huge amounts of items up there. If that hookshot comes up, that's game. And power bombs from the Catfish.
They're not going to say no to that. I think it also just reaches a point where, like, you don't really need more power bomb.
You only need, like, maybe 3 or 4 packs tops, on all honesty. And even that's just for safety. Like you said earlier, 10's is enough, but, 15 to 20 bombs, you're in pretty good shape. And as chat points out, yeah, with how many items are available in Logic right now, there's a very strong chance Hookshot could be up there on Death Mountain. All right, we got Life Lesson, Love Lesson, or Worth here from the fish. Love Lesson, just a little love. And I think Janus is hearing me out there. I didn't, not legitimately, but I think he's getting the same idea I am. He's heading up to Death Mountain.
So top of Spectacle Rock, we have extra arrows, and did he check the inside of it?
Yeah, I think it was just rupees in there. I know he checked it. But as you called it, he's going to check out Ether Tablet first, see what's up there. And just a lot of love. He's going to head into Tower of Hera here. Now, thankfully, he can full clear this since he's already got both the fire sources, so this is not going to be a problem no matter what. Just a map to start things off. He's going to hope for big key here. Nope, we got a basement run. And it looks like he's not going to opt for the coffee break strats. We're going to do a little dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dive.
I guess he's opting not to go for the standing on the block strategy.
That's what I call the coffee break, Shrats.
Ah.
Instead, he's going for a little dodge tile. If you can dodge a tile, you can dodge a ball. And there's the big key, as expected. So the 2 items are going to be upstairs, whether it be in the one main room there with the big chest, or if it's on Troll Dorm. And if you've never played this game before, you will soon learn why he's called Troll Dorm. Now Linkforce doing the Catfish Zora combo check. And there's the compass. So the 2 items are going to be in the big chest and on Troll Dorm himself. Opting to go the long way around. Could bomb jump over there, but it is kind of tricky. And red mail. Hey, we'll take that.
Full damage reduction.
Considering how much damage has been a problem for JanusZeal, I'm sure he's going to appreciate that. All right. Oh, and Troll Dorm strikes fast. That is why he's called Troll Dorm, ladies and gentlemen. But 2 spin slashes and down goes the worm. What's he get for his troubles? Speed booster! Nice!
A speedy item for a speedy kill.
Now that he's got that hammer, he's going to check East Death Mountain here. Like I said, a lot of items to check here. We've got Spiral Cave. You've got Paradox Cave. I'm going to even get a quick peek at the floating island and see if that's of anything of worth. Nope, just a missile. And Linkforce following right behind Janus there. He's now running the Tower of Hera here. Again, no problem for him. He'll be getting his speed booster and his blue mail since he has not found the other mail upgrade, which we know was in Checkerboard Cave. Or not Checkerboard, close, yeah. No, it was Lower North Fair, my bad. Just a bloopy there at Spiral Cave, but now comes the real fun. We're coming up on Paradox Cave. There are 7 items in Paradox Cave.
And hopefully one of those is going to be the progressive items we're looking for.
Yeah, but he's also setting up for Dark Death Mountain here, where we've got Super Bunny Cave with 2 items. And even though he doesn't have Hookshot, he can check the first item in Hookshot Cave since he has the boots.
And also,
and if any of those is the Hookshot.
Yeah, you can also go check to see what medallion is required to get into Turtle.
That could be helpful information. Now, technically, we could, if he can access it, we can full clear Turtle Rocks because we have all the required items for it. Hookshot's not required. All right, Big 20 and Super Pack there to start things off. We have Red Shield, Big 20, Missile Pack, mushroom, and another big 20. He's gonna head upstairs because a guy like you mentioned, he's gonna probably check out Turtle Rock to see what medallion is required, and if it's not Quake, he's gonna open it because he has the other 2 medallions. But if it is Quake, the trolling has begun.
It'd be a vanilla medallion required.
I've seen weirder things happen in this seed, and in these runs in general.
Now, if it is Quake, that could only further prove my point that this could be a pet seed, because Quake could be on pedestal.
You are not wrong, my friend. Gonna use the mirror glitch to make those blocks disappear. And in Super Bunny Cave, we've got 10 arrow upgrade and a super missile pack. All right, so what medallion's required for Total Rock? It's Bombos.
Okay, so I guess for the moment, not pet seed lock.
Nope. And that is full clearable, but we can at least check out the first item here in Hookshot Cave. Morph Ball Bombs.
Not too important since we have speed booster, but that's still pretty good. Yeah, it looks like Janus is gonna go ahead and get Turtle Rock out of the way.
Oh. You sometimes like to save this one for last, considering we still have 3 other crystals left to pick up. But considering we still don't have access to any of those dungeons right now, Eastern Pod or Swamp, this is probably the best play to make.
Yeah, because we need Bow for Eastern Palace and Pod. We need Hookshot for a Swamp Palace, and we already did Tower of Hera, so this is probably the next best place to go.
Yeah, we also need Hookshot for Ice Palace as well, even though I don't know if we're ever going to go there, but still.
Now things considered, Turtle Rock has 5 items to check here.
And technically there's 6 items in Turtle Rock when you count Mimic Cave, even though it's not actually considered part of the dungeon.
Let's just hope Janus remembers to check that place while he's traversing through.
I doubt he'll miss it. I mean, it's on the way. You can't really skip it. You'd have to intentionally miss that cave. There's the compass to start things off. Not the best of starts there. Now onto the torch room here. Since he doesn't have Hookshot, he's smartly going the long way around. Nicely done. Oh, no! No! He's got to hurry. Can he make it in time? No, he can't.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
It's going to cost him a little bit of time there. And he gets another second go around. And he gets small key. And the big... Why is that always what I see? It's always small key, big key on that thing. Another small key there. CalCharge, if the world record for the combo randomizer is over 5 hours, that needs to be updated because I know for a fact there's been races in this tournament alone that have gone well under 5 hours.
Oh yeah, I think like with one particular seed, I've seen like fastest be like 2 hours 36 minutes.
Yeah, I can guarantee you this tournament alone has already broken that record 10 times over, minimum. When the average seed I see here is like 3.5 hours, that seems a little wrong. And yeah, we've actually got a confirmation. Actually, let me check what I just read there. One of our admins just messaged me here. Current best tournament finish time is 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 15 seconds. Janus, did you forget something? Janus! Janus! Mimic Cave! What are you doing, Mimic Cave? He better pray to God there's nothing in Mimic Cave.
Oh, I'm gonna call it right now. Like, there's gonna be something important in Mimic Cave, and when Linkforce gets there, he will have a pretty big lead. Granted, he doesn't have some of the items that Janus does, but still. I can imagine either Hookshot or Bow being in Mimic Cave.
He's gonna kick himself so hard because that is a run. That is a run decider right there. If there is something important in Mimic Cave, he just threw this race. He just unintentionally threw this race. On the laser bridge. Oh, he's already having a little bit of trouble with these lasers. There's the map. And wisely, he's going to open up the back door and just exit and re-enter to set his restore point.
It's not a bad safety strat, all things considered. Now, given that Janus has red mail on, he's only going to take 1 heart of damage from these lasers. You still, at the same time, don't want to be taking too much damage here.
Now, the other problem with the lasers here on Laser Bridge is, of course, the fact that you can fall off, which takes an additional heart of damage. There's the small key. He's wisely going to magic up here. I'd say take a death warp at this point. Yeah, he's taking or just take a death heal. Oh, but he forgot he had a fairy.
Oh.
Oh, he's got his health back at least.
If he gets magic in the next room, he can just heal up. Did he check the other 2 chests?
Pretty sure he did. Again, I think the only thing he skipped was Mimic Cave. Gonna catch another fairy to be safe, heading into Trinex. All right, now Linkforce is also going through Turtle Rock. Will he? Yeah, he's gonna check Mimic Cave. We're about to find out if JanusZeal made a huge mistake or if he actually did a smart play and just skipped it for good reason. This is moment of truth time as JanusZeal now heads into Trinex. Oh, Janus gotta be careful. He's ringing a little trouble here. Oh, I don't think he's got enough magic to do this. I think he just cost himself. He doesn't have enough magic, and he has no more magic to a way to heal up his magic. I think he just, yeah.
Also, I missed it. What did Linkforce get in Mimic Cave?
According to Lemon Kitsune, space jump.
Ooh. Now, space jump's not required in a few spots unless there's like something. Actually, there wasn't anything important in front of Golden Teresa, was there?
Not that I recall. I didn't see what was in the other one, but space jump is technically required for Lower Norfair due to one's particular spot, so it's iffy whether or not it's going to be necessary. But Janus is in trouble right now. He has no way to heal up his magic. And given how much trouble he's been having with his iron ice rods, he's going to be in big trouble here. He may fall behind because of this. And that's death number 2 there for Janus. He is not having luck.
And this is a pretty hard fight to do if you can't like time those ice rod shots.
This right here is Linkforce's chance to catch up here. If he can defeat Trinex before Janus can finish him off, he could take the lead from... Because this issue with the fire and ice rods is going to make it really hard for him. And it's just going to give more and more time for Linkforce to catch up. And honestly, right now, after they're done here with Trinex, I think their best bet's to go back into Super Metroid because there are a few spots left to check here in Link to the Past. We've got Mushroom, Graveyard Cave, We've got Spike Cave and that. But we've got so many locations in Super Metroid left to check with Wreck Ship, Meridia, and Lower North Vale still in play. Oh, and it looks like Janus has finally got a chance here. Couldn't quite get the quick kill, but he takes him down. And with time to spare. And hey, he gets his mirror shield for his troubles.
If only he had gotten that sooner.
Would have helped a little bit on Laser Bridge, that's for sure. But nonetheless, unfortunately, leaving that space jump behind may make things difficult since he still doesn't even have high jump yet. Remember, he never got the high jump on Red Tower. So that's going to cost him more and more time. Then again, if he does go to the Super Metroid and goes to Wreck Ship from here, he may opt to just check grab that on the way. He is going to turn in his mushroom real quick. Let's see what this gets him.
It's a tad weird that, like, almost 2 hours in, we still haven't done Wreck Ship.
I know, right? That's usually an early one for a lot of runners. And just a E-Tank there, but he's going to stock up on some blue potions, given the way he's been running lately. I don't blame him. So what's next for Janus? I'm thinking he's going to head back into Super Metroid because there's really not much else he can do here. I think he's taking the suggestion I was thinking. I think he's going to head over to Wreck Ship next. Oh, but first he's going to check Blue Brinstar. He hasn't checked this yet.
No, he's done Blue Brinstar. He's gonna go check the elevator.
Oh, yeah. And just a power bomb pack.
Meanwhile, Linkforce had a pretty clean fight with Trinex there.
Nicely done.
Gets his mirror shield.
And it looks like Linkforce is also heading back into Super Metroid, so I think both of them are going to be doing Wreck Ship here pretty soon. Of course, Drain's going to heal up real quick, as is Linkforce.
Yeah, we got kind of both in sync here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, both of them are heading over to Gauntlet. There is still that one item in the front end of the Gauntlet they haven't checked yet, and given their equipment now's a good time to check.
Now, we saw back at Gauntlet earlier, which isn't anything important, but front of Gauntlet could still hold some. Thankfully, with Very Suit and Gravity Suit, they won't take too much damage from the acid. They'll still take quite a bit if they stay in it for too long.
Indeed, but only a big 20 there in the front end, so that is not what they're hoping for. Next stop will probably be the power bomb spot up here. And hey, it's some extra energy, it's some extra health. We'll take that. And next stop's gonna be wrecked ship. Here for Janus. Now, if he's smart, he'll stop over at Red Tower and pick up the high jump boots. He'll need those. But and that's exactly what look like. Oh no, he's just gonna. Nope, he's just gonna try and spark across. Not even gonna check the missile spot underneath there? That seems a little risky.
It's more than likely he's going to check it while he's leaving Meridia.
Fair enough. We'll see if that pays off for him here. He's gonna check this one spot down here in wreck ship, though. Better to get this item now before the spikes are active. And just a missile pack.
Is what we like to call the useless spike room.
Thankfully, with the art, with both suits and as many missiles and everything else they've got, Bantoon should be no trouble at all for these guys. It should be a pretty quick fight, in all honesty.
Plus, Janus has everything he needs to set up for a microwave kill on Fan. Though, interestingly enough, Linkforce, I don't think he got charge beat.
No, I don't think he did. Which is odd. Well, he might have, because that was at Apple. That was at Omega missiles. So
now it looks like Janus was trying to set for the microwave strat.
Like you said, this is probably the trickiest of the microwaves to do, because you've got to get it in that moment when he's going nuts. Oh, there he goes. He got it. And nicely done. Quick kill there for JanusZeal.
It's always satisfying to kill Fantoon this quickly, given how random his boss pattern usually is.
Yeah, and it also avoids the risk of using a super missile, because the normal way without microwave is to use missiles and then use a super missile for the last shot. But if you kill him too early, if you use that super missile too early, it does double damage, but it also sends him into an enraged state, which makes him invulnerable and sends out waves of fireballs. So if you can avoid doing that, try to avoid doing that. So that's going to be good for Janus.
It takes like 15 to 20 seconds for him to fully finish that rage attack.
Yeah, you're gonna see on Linkforce then not only does he not have charge beam, he doesn't have plasma either. So he's in a much worse shape going in. Okay, apparently he does have charge, but he doesn't have plasma, so that's still not going to help him. He really needed plasma to get through that.
And the Fletchosa room just has a piece of heart.
All right, Janus now heading up into the attic. He's going to clear out all these enemies. And the trick to this room here is after you kill all the enemies is to open up all the doors before going into either one. That way you have a better chance of not having to fight these guys again. Because if you leave any of those, if you don't open the doors up first, it can respawn the enemies and you'll have to re-kill them all again to get the doors unlocked. So you don't want to do that. Ooh, we've got Grapple Beam. Not as useful here, but when you get some Meridia, that will come in handy.
Since he opened up the other door, he can just run right past these guys and...
He's gonna check the spot real quick.
Yeah, see if it's worth getting to or not. And it's not.
And he's gonna check up here, gets a missile pack. Big 20 there, not quite what he's hoping for. Got 2 more items left to check here.
Well, no, yeah, 2 more items.
Yeah, you've got the other item in the bowling room, and then you've got gravity suit location. Speaking of bowling, let's roll.
Or rather, let's stay put and let this Scherzo statue slowly amber forward.
One of my favorite moments so far in this tournament was when my buddy Wolfman was doing commentary with me, and he actually did a full bowling style commentary for this spot. And he sets up the roll real quick, and he drops the ball. Huh? He did it better, to be honest.
The ball now has a mind of its own and is going somewhere that we cannot determine at the
5-arrow upgrade there at the bowling room. And just a 10-bomb upgrade at gravity. So right now, it's either Meridia or Laura Norfair. And if it's not there, then there's several one-off spots in Brinstar we haven't checked yet.
So we got Janus finally going into Red Tower here to get his high jump.
And you might go from there down to the tube there and cut into Meridia, or he might just go down to Norfair and just go straight to North. Answer a question in chat. Most likely, the average run for this game is about 3.5 hours, from what I've gathered. So I would imagine you expect at least that long.
Yeah, unless this becomes a pet seed, it's probably going to be around 3.5 hours.
Janus now got his high jump boots there. Seeing as though he will probably never get space jump, that's about as good as he's going to get. This also means he's going to have to take the odd way around in Lower Norfair, since he cannot go the main path as far as I know. You need the space jump for that.
I always hate it when you fall into those flower plants.
The flowers and the graboids are the most annoying.
And since he's got grapple, he can go check X-ray.
Probably not a bad idea, all things considered.
This could be what we're looking for here. Now this is screw attack. This will work well for Linkforce, because he's already got space jump, and if screw attack's here, then Lower Norfair will be full in logic for him.
But it's not, just 50 rupees.
Unfortunately.
Now Linkforce heading down into Red Tower. He's going to be taking the same route that Janus is taking. And into Meridia we go.
No space jump, but he does have high jump. That'll just be a little bit trickier to explore this place. But it looks like he's exploring just fine.
Gonna head up into the Shine Spark Pod. Just gets a big 20 up there. And a power bomb pack there in the secret passageway.
So don't need to worry about that.
Oh, Linkforce checking waterway.
Another.
Check. Oh, hook shot at waterway. Big play for Linkforce.
That is most certainly a big play for Linkforce. Nice wall jumps from Janus there to get up here. Thankfully, getting up here is much easier since he's got Shine Spark. Or Speed Booster, I mean.
Indeed. So now it's literally all down to the bow. Magic Cape there to start things off.
Which opens up Bumper Cave, so Bumper Cave could have bow.
Now this puts Linkforce in a very interesting position because even though he is technically behind right now, he's just a bow away from go mode. Because that's all he has left to get. Everything else is just niceties. We don't need screw attack. We don't need spring ball. We just need the bow.
I do find it funny that both Misery Miner and Turtle Rock require the same medallion.
Doesn't happen very often, but when you only got a 2/3, when you've got a 2/3 chance at, when you've got 3 medallions and 2 dungeons, the possibility is going to happen eventually. Piece of Heart and Power Bombs there. An Aqueduct.
Now the question is he going to go ahead and get Dracon out of the way, or is he going to go ahead and check the sand pits?
That's a good question.
Given his current direction, I think he's going to go do Dracon first.
Yeah, he's going straight to Batwoon.
I think this is the faster method since if you're going to check sand pits, at least like when you do so, you'll be already on your way out.
Yeah, it makes the most sense.
Now this is another of the bosses that we can microwave here. And he just needs to set himself up. Yep, there we go. Batwoon is down.
And just a missile pack waiting for him. Oh, I think he was going to try for the full halfie there, but couldn't quite get the speed for it. Keep that spine spark for it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Funny enough, the other day I was watching the Taskbot do a 100% run of Super Metroid, and I see them do a full Shine Spark across the way.
Yeah, that's called the full halfie. That's what the full halfie is called, because yeah, it was called that because originally the strat was you could go halfway across with a good Shine Spark, but then they figured out you can do the full way across, so they changed it to the full halfie. Missile pack right before Dragon.
So where's Linkforce going? Oh, you know what? I think since he has Hookshot, he's gonna go right to Swamp Palace.
Oh, interesting play there. Also, little thing I learned. One of those little mini guys is actually spelling out a secret message. I just learned about this yesterday on YouTube. One of those little mini guys is actually writing out the words Keiko Love. One of the developers actually snuck that in. Yeah, this just got put out there like a few days ago on YouTube. Nice microwave strat there for JanusZeal.
It was a very fast fight. I believe
for his
before
efforts, he gets a super missile pack.
I believe before Linkforce is going to go into Swamp Palace, he's going to check to see what Mushroom has, which we already saw earlier from
Also, if anyone wants to learn the secret of the Keiko love, Cypher Signal in the chat put out a link to the Easter egg hunters video about it. That's not the one I saw, but I definitely know who that is, and he'll definitely tell you what's up. Linkforce now getting his can of Brian there from the King's Tomb. All right, so Janus working his way through. Looks like he's going to be checking. He's going to head over to the save point. Smart thing to do here is to save and check one sand pit, and then if he doesn't have anything, reset and check the other one. Though you kind of hope there's nothing in the first sand pit because, God help, you don't want to have to go through all that again just to check the other.
Yeah.
But in this case, if he finds the bow first, well, he doesn't have to check the second one. He's in go mode. Well, no, we're in no mode. Let's be fair here. Meanwhile, Linkforce is indeed heading into Swamp Palace. And oh, screw attack! But he is opting to skip it.
I think what he's going to do, he's going to go over here to Shack Tool, and then go. Once he's done here, if there's nothing at Shack Tool, check the left sand pit, and if there's nothing there, he's going to go back here and get screwed.
He's got to be careful, though. He doesn't want to fall too deep into that pit, and he's got to do, since he doesn't have space jump, he's got to do some very clever wall jumping to get up there, and he pulls it off.
Nicely done. That is a very hard wall jump to get without space jump.
Yeah, it is. That's not an easy thing to do.
Well, let's just hope it's worth it. Because here we have everyone's favorite mining robot.
Time for Shack Tool. Honestly, if bow is on, if this leads to the bow, then this will put Janus in a very good position. But if not, this will be a big time sink. Big 20 there for Linkforce. What's a check tool? Just 10 arrows.
Ooh. That is unfortunate.
It looks like Linkforce is opting not to immediately check left side swamp. He might check it later once he gets done.
Yeah, I think the faster way is he's thinking that he'll just deal with Argus now, and then while he's checking, the west side of Swamp Palace, he can just mirror out once he's done.
Makes sense. I've seen that happen a lot. All right, Janus now going to check left side of the left sand pit here. We've got Bloomerang and a missile pack, and we've got 5 bomb upgrade and a missile pack as well on left sand pit, so that is useful.
Yeah, so he's just going to go to the right sand pit, pick up Screw Attack, and then probably head to Lower North.
I think Linkforce has not found any of the dungeon items, so if there's an item on Argus, he does not have to check left side. This water bug giving him a little bit of trouble there. There he goes.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying that you're unable to hit those things.
And actually, it looks like Janus is taking a different route here.
Yeah, he still wants to check Plasma Beam.
Nice quick fight there for Linkforce taking out Argus. And he drops the big key. Not what he was hoping for there. And Linkforce is done, unless I missed something. Maybe he got all the items, but as far as I know, he didn't. All right, what's at Plasma here for JanusZeal? Gonna kill the pirates first. Linkforce is about to get his. There it is! Bow and Plasma!
Oh boy. So we're at no mode. It was definitely a worthwhile check coming here.
Indeed. This gives JanusZeal a good advantage here, because if he can get to Waterway and get that hook shot, he will be in go mode. This is a big play for JanusZeal right now. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a race.
We've definitely got a race. Well, I mean, what else has this been for the past 2.5 hours?
True, but let's be honest, JanusZeal has had a pretty solid lead for a while, considering he's had more dungeons completed and more bosses defeated. But it's going to come down to how soon does he check Waterway. If he checks that Waterway and gets the hook shot, then yeah, he's got this race pretty solid. But if he doesn't, that's just going to give Linkforce more and more time to catch up and steal it back. So it's going to come down to that Waterway play.
Yeah, I'm thinking since Janus has bow, he's gonna go check Pod and Easter Palace to see if he can find where Hookshot.
Yep, so at about 2.5 hours in, it's time to pay a visit to everyone's favorite little extortionist, Kinky the Monkey. 110 rupees down the drain.
Well, hopefully 110, because if he gets bonked, he's just gonna steal more 10 rupees off of you.
Fair point, but that's not a problem. So it's time for us to head into what Dr. Bob Tastic likes to call the Mullet Mansion. Why is he called that? Well, it's pretty simple. Most of the keys will be located towards the front, and most of the items will usually be located towards the back. So like any good mullet, it's business in the front, party in the back. So at this point, I'd say, to clarify what we were talking about earlier, at this point, JanusZeal has a good solid lead. Like I said, it comes down to how soon does he check Waterway, because we know that's where the hook shot is. If he gets that soon enough, then yes, he's got a pretty solid lead, and he's going to be hard to come back for. It's going to be hard for Linkforce to come back from that. However, if he takes too long to get to that, Linkforce has a solid chance of catching up right now. He's not very far behind. So, and eventually he will get that bow, because that's going to be, Plasma's not something most people miss, whereas Waterway is something that's skippable. So that's going to be the bigger play here. Oh, there's half magic. I'm pretty sure Janus could have used that about 3 dungeons ago.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have for the Trinex fight.
All right, Janus checking out the Dark Maze, finds Compass so far. Oh, he didn't go big key, so he can't check big chest yet.
Yeah, he didn't do the right side here.
Nice setup there for that red mimic. Taking out the green ones with ease. I mean, well, Linkforce using cane strats on Vitreous here. You can see how much faster Linkforce is able to take out Vitreous without as much trouble to deal with there. There's the big key. Oh, missed his switch there. His Linkforce is slowly starting to gain speed here. Now that he's completed Misery Mire, he's ahead on Link to the Past side, since he's defeated 2 dungeons that he's defeated a dungeon that Janus has not, and done all the others that he has. So he's ahead by 1.
Still got Meridia to explore.
Yeah, exactly. Super Metroid wise, he's still a bit behind. And just a missile pack there. And there's Quake. I believe that's all the items there for Pod. And now we see the other side of the gold chorizo room was just triple bombs, just some blueberries there. So he is done. He's got his red mail, he's got his wave beam. And I can now confirm, I also did see he does have plasma, so he now has microwave, which will come in handy for Viridia.
Yeah, unfortunately, while Linkforce does not have screw attack, honestly, I feel it's better that he has space jump over screw attack.
Absolutely, this will work out really good for him. He'll be able to go through most of Lower Norfair. He might just, I think he's just opt to go straight to Ridley.
Yeah, of course, he's still wanting to check a few items here because he hasn't found Bo, but we know where Bo is.
Now Linkforce in the worst room of the game.
And rightly named so.
Thankfully with Space Jump, not nearly as bad as it would normally be.
Yeah, screw attack just makes going through the enemies a lot easier, but Space Jump helps tremendously with just navigating all.
At the same time, JanusZeal taking on the Helmsar King. And just 10 arrows there at Mickey Mouse Room. Nicely done there with Helmsar King there on Janus' side. Gets himself a missile pack. And pretty decent amphitheater there for Linkforce. Had a little trouble there with the acid, but got through without too much trouble. Now Jan's gonna turn around and take on Eastern Palace. So now we wait and we watch. Well, the runners pretty much blazing through their respective areas. Almost missed this, but we got a piece of heart there. A power bomb's a shame. So we got the heart piece of shame there. Now it's time on to the Metal Pirates.
Or as I like to call them, the Kung Fu Pirate.
Actually, with them doing the kicks the way they are, since we're this is a Japanese game, I'll refer to them as the Kamen Rider Pirates because they're doing rider kicks all day long. Props to anyone who actually gets that. Linkforce gonna grind up a little bit.
Yeah, I think at this point, Linkforce is just farming enough for health more than missile. All things considered, I think he's, you know, fully set for the Ridley.
Yeah, I think he's got this in the bag. With both suits and as much health as he's got, he should have no problem with Ridley, honestly. And while he's doing that, JanusZeal gonna take on the Armos Knights. Nicely done there, getting some health there for JanusZeal and taking out the Armos Knights. Nicely done.
Yeah. He's almost done for Linkforce. Having a bit of trouble getting those charge beam shots off, because... But either way, Ridley's down for Linkforce. So yeah, I think at this point we can definitely say that the pet dream is dead.
Oh, it's beyond dead at this point. There's nothing on pedestal, so we can let that dream die.
Unless, of course, it could hold silvers. We saw Janus pass by the bumper cave there. It only had, it looked like 10 arrows. That lumberjack cave here, check here from Janus, and he hasn't checked it at all.
Now Linkforce working on the Norfair escape. Meanwhile, Janus heading into Graveyard Cave. This should be interesting. We haven't seen this one yet. And just a super bomb.
Yeah, I know we already checked the Royal 2.
And it seems I started quite the chat here talking about the Kamen Rider Pirates I mentioned earlier.
And it's like, when you see them move like they do, there's definitely a resemblance. So we got Janus going into Lower Norfair here.
Yeah, but without the space jump, he's got to rely on bomb jumps to get up there. He can't use anything else.
I noticed he also doesn't have screw attack. I thought he picked that up earlier.
He saw it, but he didn't grab it.
Oh. Yeah, so this is going to be a slow climb for Janus.
And this is where we see Janus showing us why this is indeed the worst form of the game.
And interestingly, since Linkforce has Speed Booster, he's gonna go check these 2 items here.
Oh, and there's the silver arrows. We were wondering where those were hiding.
Yeah, this is definitely working in Link's favor for checking these.
Oh, yeah. Once he gets that bow and plasma, he's gonna be in real good shape.
But he's got plasma, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got plasma.
He gets bow at plasma.
Oh, right.
Uh-oh, Janus in trouble here. He's gonna have to tap into his reserve tank.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Janus.
To answer your question, Linkforce already checked the other side. He checked that earlier. He just couldn't check this side because he didn't have Speed Booster at the time. Ah, wisely using Crystal Flash there. Heal up. He needed that. So yeah, I think I agree with the chat. I think Linkforce is making a comeback here. If he's gonna eventually go to Meridia, and he's gonna probably go to Plasma and get that bow. Once he does that, he's in go mode, and he's gonna make a huge comeback here. This could be huge. There's some more of those rider kicks from the Metal Pirates. That's what I'm going to refer to those from now on. Those are the rider pirates. That's what they are to me. That's all I can ever see them as. Correct there, Revolving Ocelot. Yeah, hook shots in Waterway, which is why I think Linkforce is going to make a comeback here, because I see Linkforce checking Plasma to get the bow, but I honestly don't know if Janus is going to check Waterway to get the hook shot. At least not for a while. So this is Linkforce's biggest chance to catch this up, and he's not far behind either. So it's not like it's a huge lead. So this could be very easy for Linkforce to catch up, especially the way he's been running here. His execution's been really solid thus far. To answer a question in chat, Waterway is in Pink Brinstar. It's behind the charge beam location. It's called Waterway because it's a long hallway that's flooded, hence Waterway. So you need gravity and speed booster to get through it.
Did I just see Linkforce Shine Spark into a wall, but then immediately go into a wall jump?
Not bad. And there's the Ridley kill for Janus. That is the last boss for him, so Torrent is now open to him. But again, he needs to get that hook shot out of Waterway if he wants to finish up Link to the Past.
What's Linkforce doing?
He's checking the beach area. Checking the watering hole. He's just having trouble getting up there, is all. The Linkforce now working on his way through Aqueduct. It's gonna be checking up here. Oh, missed the Shine Spark.
Yeah, if one of those snails is in that pathway, it will stop.
Not a pleasant experience, to be honest, but he gets through, and there's not much up there anyway, so it's not a big deal. Again, the only thing he needs to focus himself on, if he knew better, the only thing he'd be worried about is Plasma. But he doesn't know that yet, so he's gonna be checking everything. But once he finds that, oh, he is gonna be smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah, he'll be in go mode. The only worrying part is that he's pretty low on health, and he doesn't have enough ammo to do a crystal flash.
Now, for those who don't know, to do a crystal flash, you need 10 missiles, 10 supers, and technically 11 power bombs because you have to use one to activate it, and then it costs 10 to use it. So you need that much ammo. So he's in a bit of a bind here.
He's also got to be below 50 health without anything in reserves to also activate it as well.
Oh, that he is going to try to microwave Batwoon here. It is. Yep, he got a hit.
Now, granted, there is a nice farming location here with the shrimp, and all he has to do is just turn off Ice Beam, and he can get health back really quick.
Plus, he gets a little extra health there from Batwoon, so he's in a little bit better shape there.
Yeah, he think he was just a little bit too early on stopping the microwave there.
Yeah, just a tad.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
His enemy's giving him a little bit of trouble there. And as you called it, he's going to start farming up here.
Yeah, fastest way to do this is with grapple beam, since it just like it'll kill them, grab their item.
And just look how quickly he's refueled up here. He's got his health back up now. He's got 32 supers, 110 regular missiles, 12 power bombs. I think he's good to go from here. Plus, with microwave and grapple beam, he's got 2 easy ways to kill Dragon. He is set. He does not need all that.
And if you want to go for the swag strats, you could also do Shine Spark kill.
Yeah, there's that too. But again, he's got grapple beam and he's got microwave. I don't think he's gonna want to do that.
Like if you
microwave
have,
alone is.
Yeah, if you have the option to microwave, I wouldn't see a reason not to use it.
And of course, with charged plasma, JanusZeal having no problem, pretty much one-shotting Crocomire there. Because Crocomire was not made with plasma in mind, a charged plasma will just do near endless damage and knock him down in one shot.
And funny thing, one weird aspect with Crocomire is that you can grapple onto his arm. And so, like, if you do charged plasma on Crocomire, and while he's moving back, if you grapple onto his arm, you'll see that, like, his arm will stay in place, but his body will keep moving back. Oh, almost got the kill there on...
Yeah, couldn't quite fry him, so he's going to finish him off with some supers, but down he goes. So Janus is going to keep digging through upper north area here through the Crocomire zone. He's going to get his silvers, but he doesn't have the bow to go. In fact, I will be right back here in just a minute.
Yeah, it looks like Linkforce is going for the plasma beam room, and if that's the case...
Alright, I'm back.
Man, the commentary stream does not want to agree with me tonight. It's just been lagging so far behind. I'm better off just using the actual Twitch channel to see what's going on.
I got you covered here, my friend. Mine's working just fine. And Linkforce is about to do it. He is heading to Plasma.
Yeah, he's going to be getting his last needed item. Gotta be a bit careful with this climb here.
He's got space jump, though, so he'll be in much better shape getting out of here than he was getting in. But with this, he sees it. He got it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you check your watches, your phones, your timekeeping devices at this time, you will find that Linkforce0 has officially entered Go Mode time.
Yep, first of our runners, first of their 2 runners here. That's in Go Mode.
And again, he is not very far behind. He's got to finish a couple of dungeons in Link to the Past, mainly Pod and Eastern, but considering how close they are, that won't take very long. He's in really good shape to just beat this game. I suspect that Linkforce is going to catch up. It's going to come down to the wire at the very minimum. Meanwhile, Janus checking out Spike Cave.
Yeah, because if Janus is checking out like every possible location here in Link to the Past, then yeah, I think Linkforce is gonna make a comeback here. I mean, I've had it happen several times before in like the community races where Water Wave had the progressive item I needed.
Thankfully, I don't think Janus has much left to check, so it might not be that long before he gets there, but it's mainly Super Metroid locations he's got to check. Because there's still a few places in Metroid, but not many. So I don't think it's going to take too long, but oh no, is he doing what I think he's doing? Oh, this could be bad. He's gambling on it being in Vanilla Swamp. Yeah, Janus is gambling on Vanilla Swamp, and it's going to cost him, because we know it's not there.
Well, yeah, at the same time, he's getting another dungeon out of the way.
No, he can't.
Oh, right,
He needs
right.
Hookshot to complete Swamp, so no, he can't even do that. He's gambling on it being here so he can complete it, but it won't be here. So all he's doing is wasting time.
That is unfortunate.
Well, luckily for him, Linkforce is having a little bit of trouble here with these roly-polies. This one's not letting him through. There he goes. Got past one. And then he gets reset and he's right back to square one. All he needs to do is get to the door. There he goes. He finally got through.
I'm wondering if it would have just been easier just to use bomb jumping. Or wait, does he have morph ball bomb?
He did. He was bomb jumping. It wasn't letting him through.
Yeah, those shrimp enemies are really annoying to get through.
But no, Linkforce right now is in prime position. He's got to clear 2 dungeons, both of which are right on the same spot, just in 2 different worlds. And he'll be able to go right to Ganon's Tower. I think this is Linkforce's race to lose at this point.
He's got this.
Now, there is still a chance for Janus to catch up. If he gets through Swamp fast enough and gets to Waterway quick enough, this could come down to the wire. But the longer Janus takes looking for that hook shot, the more of a lead Linkforce builds coming into this final stretch. And chat brings up the other inevitability. There's still at least one other dungeon that has not even been explored yet. He may consider going into Ice Palace.
And if that's the case, that's really going to set him back. I think for Linkforce at this point, he just needs to go find where the big key is. He doesn't even need to check any of the rest of the items.
No, he doesn't. And he needs to go to down the arrow path, because I remember that's where the big key was.
When the highway of safety.
The Harmless Hellway, I believe it's also called.
Yeah, the Harmless Hellway. That's what I was thinking of.
And got his Quake medallion at least.
And the good thing is that since he already dipped into Eastern Palace earlier, he just needs to go to the door.
Yep, and Linkforce is heading up there now. He's going to get his big key, and he doesn't even have to check the rest of it. He knows he's got everything he needs. He's just going to jump down and go straight on up. And especially with those silver arrows, this could be so much easier for him. He'll be able to one-shot Helmstar King. And it looks like Janus now getting lost. He has no idea where he needs. And there he goes. He's doing it. He's going to Ice Palace.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
And I just... let me think. Yeah, and you know what's worse?
What?
What if he decides to check something else?
Pedestal?
Consider it gets right... Pedestal. All he has to do is defeat Mothula. He's now primed in gear-wise to do it. He might just go through, rush that real quick, and check it. So hopefully he'll be smart enough to actually check the pedestal first.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh if he gets there, checks it, and yeah, it's just 20. But it could also work in his favor. It could be the other sword upgrade.
Considering they both have Tempered Sword, it really wouldn't be that big of an advantage to him, honestly. The difference in damage between Tempered and Butter Sword, especially with Ganon involved, is not that big of a change. Not enough to be worth the amount of the time loss he would have. And one shot, one kill, down goes the Helmstar King. And with a speedy run through Eastern Palace, he is in prime condition to finish this race at a reasonable time. I hate to say it. Again, this is Linkforce0's race to lose. He'd have to royally mess up to lose this race now.
Yeah, he was a bit behind for a good while, but he really caught up.
His execution kept him at a pretty good pace behind Janus, and one honest mistake. Like, it's not even really Janus's fault. Waterway is not something you often check, so I don't entirely blame him, but it was just that one missed call that cost him the race.
Oh, I know how that feels. Like, on my last race, when I was going against Super in Taylor, I made the mistake of not checking Hera early, and guess what was at Hera basement?
Oh.
It was Various Suit.
Oh. Yeah, that can happen. So yeah, you've got to be careful when it comes to this stuff. Sometimes, you've got to gamble where you're going to check things, and sometimes a gamble will backfire. And sometimes the gamble of not checking something will backfire, and that's what we've got here. He gambled on Waterway not having anything, and it turns out it has the most important item he needed. So, Now he's going to be checking everywhere else but that one spot. Well, since we're almost near then now, I think now's a good time to remind you guys, we have our big key guessing game coming up soon. If you guys want to officially participate, make sure you either are a subscriber to the Speed Gaming Network or are a supporter in some fashion. Now's the time to do that so you can join in the fun. Because this will be over very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good night.
That is a quick kill on Armos Knights.
Indeed. Linkforce now has his final crystal. With that...
Go ahead.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. So, and also, by the way, thank you to Matalowski for your Twitch Prime sub. But now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a subscriber, it's time to get your guesses in. There are 22 possible item locations inside of Ganon's Tower where the big key could be hiding. Get your guesses in chat, folks. Where do you think that big key is gonna be?
I was close last time because I guess it was going to be at chest 9, which was the Fire Snake room, but I was off by 1. It was at the Firebar room with the single. So this time around, I'm going to guess it's going to be chest number 1.
Also, shout out to Calithan for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much.
Probably a bad number to use, but I'm going to say we're going to have a God Tower here.
Of course, Linkforce is going to have to go back up to the Turtle Rock portal in order to get up there. But yeah, at this point, Linkforce has got this race in the bag. It's going to take a miracle for Janus to catch up at this point. And it's sad, too, because I know I've seen Janus race. He's a good runner. And with this, Linkforce now enters Ganon's Tower, and let us find out who guessed correctly. Number 1, Piece of Heart.
Yep, I was wrong.
Oh, big key at number 2. What a find!
And again, I'm off by 1. Dang it.
And shout out to the Kuchiri for being the closest guest there.
As for someone who actually guessed it right, that would be Blade Tiger.
And that was the worst thing that could have happened there for JanusZeal, because that's going to mean Linkforce has got more than enough time to search upstairs, run the gauntlet, and complete this race. He needed Janus to take his time.
And given he's got silvers, this is going to be a quick trip through Gauntlet. And also, we're seeing the Mirror Shield helping him out here with the Mimic Shot.
Indeed. And those Igors definitely have some odd shots, but thankfully, yeah, the Mimics and Igors can be a pain, but with that Mirror Shield, hell, just Red Shield be enough, but with Mirror Shield, definitely much. And we find out the green pendant was turned in, and just a heart for it. Just some love from good old Sir Hasala. But at this point, oh, yeah, I think he's going for it. He's heading to Skull Woods.
Oh, he is going to see if it's a Petsy. And as much as I wanted it to earlier, this is not going to work out.
Nope. He hasn't seen a dot done yet from Linkforce, so he thinks the worst. No zero cycle there for Linkforce. I tried to use the silver arrows, but couldn't quite pull it off.
Yeah, that torch over there is giving him some trouble.
Yeah, that turret there in the bottom left is not exactly the most fun to deal with. It's part of the challenge of Ganon's Towers versions of the pendant boss. All right, is Janus going to check pedestal, or is he going to just go for it? He's getting his mirror out. He's going to check it first. That might save him a little bit of time there. Not much, but at least a few minutes.
So let's see what was on pedestal.
What was it? Just couch cash.
Yeah, I called it earlier. just watch it be just money.
You did call it, I remember. Nice. Then again, there wasn't much else it could have been. Maybe Spring Ball.
Maybe Spring Ball, maybe a sword upgrade.
Oh, Linkforce having a little trouble in the torch room. He's gonna have to hustle if he wants to get out of there before the door locks again.
Hey, he didn't
make it in time.
Aww.
All right, this is Janus's opportunity here. He's heading off back into Super Metroid. If he goes straight to Waterway, he's gonna be in good shape, but it's a big if. And again, it may be too little, too late. Linkforce not even messing around, using a cape to get through that giant spike. Figures, hey, I'll get some magic air in this next room.
Yeah.
There's...
Also getting some much needed health back. That's Trolldorm 2 now.
No, and Janus has now entered go mode. He finally has his hook shot. But again, it might be too little, too late, as Linkforce is already heading into Aga 2.
Yeah, all Linkforce has left is Aga 2, Ganon, and Mother Brain.
And meanwhile, Janus still has Argus on top of all that. So, yeah, I don't think there's really any chance for him to catch up at this point. He'll finish with a reasonable time, to be sure, but he will not be taking first place here. And down goes Aga 2 there for the Linkforce. And now it's time for the big pig.
I know you said big pig, but I heard you say big pit.
We're not fighting a giant angel from Kid Icarus now, are we?
No. That would just be weird.
Oh, but Janus is at least gonna finish. He at least is gonna take out Mother Brain before he gets to before he ends this night out. He's gonna go down swinging at the very least, as Linkforce now starting his fight with Ganon.
It's strange he's not opting to use the hookshot for invincibility frames, but he's fine either way.
He does gotta be careful. He's running a little low on health here, but thankfully he's entering the third phase. He's gotta be very careful. Does he have any health? He's got a blue potion. He's good.
Yeah, I believe he's got 2 blue potions, so that's 1 down.
If the way he's going, he may not need both.
Especially if he manages to get the torch glitch.
Nope, not quite. But again, I don't think he really needs it. Oh, nice double there. It looks like Janus is gonna try to go for baby skip, couldn't quite pull it off, and we've got bacon. Get your single G's in chat, folks. Alright, so Janus now getting through baby. At least made sure to get face right there so he can quickly heal up. Also, to answer your question there, Miss Metroid, yes, Linkforce is ahead, as he has already defeated Ganon, and he's already set to defeat Mother Brain. It is pretty much a solid win for Linkforce0 here. It would take a miracle for Janus to catch up at this point. I mean, go. All right, Janus gonna try to see if he can go for. Gets the Zepatite skip. Nicely done. That's gonna save him a little bit of time there. Janus now taking on Mother Brain. Now, thankfully, they've got charged plasma and ice, as well as wave, so he's going to be in prime position to do some major damage. He may not even need to use his supers, which is why he went ahead and burned them. But this is what we can call a true comeback story here for Linkforce. He had been, as chat points out, Linkforce had been behind for much of this race, but one critical miscall by JanusZeal, not even a mistake, just a miscall, cost him everything. You know, that's one thing I want to make very clear. This is not a bad call on Janus's part. This was not a mistake. He wasn't doing anything bad. He just made one critical error, one miscall, and it just was the one that hurt him the most.
And this is why I rooted for Linkforce. Though, he's having a bit of trouble with these Metroid.
Those Metroids can give you a little bit of trouble, especially since he's in the lava bath as well, but he gets through. Nicely done. And no stand-up glitch there for Janus, as far as I can tell. Whoa. Nope.
Yeah, I think it was more that they, since they're already past the health there, they just instead opted to get themselves set up for the
next the final phase. You're right. Gotcha.
That's what I do with like the baby Metroid. Since I still can't do the Metroid skill, I just set my health so low that once the baby Metroid grabs onto me, it's like not even half a second that it's already done.
All right, Linkforce is turning off his suit, so he is clearly not going to go for baby skip.
Yeah, it is a very hard trick to pull off.
I see even top runners have trouble with it, to be honest.
It's like the baby Metroid can move pretty unpredictably at times, so unless you know how it's going to move, then just trying to pull the trick off is nigh impossible.
Well, the idea behind it is you can manipulate the baby Metroid to spin around you. That's how it works. But I will agree, you got to be really good at it. And I've seen even top runners struggle with it. Now, JanusZeal finishing off Mother Brain here. Down she goes. That is a single G for JanusZeal. Now, normally, this is where you would have the escape sequence for the timer, but because he has not finished off Ganon, the timer does not activate, and you can take all the time you want getting through here. Heck, he could save the animals if he really wanted to. Wouldn't matter anything, it won't change, you won't see that ending to...
Yeah. Yeah, one thing I've pointed out numerous times is that, you know, just whether I'm ahead or behind, I will always save the animal.
And it looks like Linkforce is going to opt not to Zep Skip. He's going to go through the hard way. Again, he's got charge, he's got ice, he's got wave, he's got plasma. He does not need all those missiles. He can afford to burn them.
I'd imagine, like, you can get some damage in quickly with the supers, but you're still better off doing the, you know, charge.
Also, Janus missed the Shine Spark there in the tower.
It's okay. You know, the funny thing is, like, since you beat Mother Brain, you've got the Rainbow Beam.
Yeah, the Hyper Beam, most powerful weapon in the game, only available for this last part. But now he's off to... back to Hyrule, where he still has to finish off Argus before finishing up Ganon's tower.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Linkforce is well past the stand-up glitch health.
Sad but true.
He is at the very least going to get himself set up right for the next phase. Now, alternatively, he could have risked, like, if he had enough in reserves, he could have risked the stand-up glitch, but at the same time, if you mess that up, you gotta, like, start back all over again with this fight.
Yeah, you can risk locking your game if you do that, so you have to be very careful with that. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. And again, he's got more than enough health, or more than enough. It's not going to cost him much time. He's got more than enough time to catch up. He's not in any rush. He doesn't know that, but we know he's got more than enough. All right, JanusZeal now working his way through Swamp Pals, but again, he has no chance to finish in time as Linkforce is putting the finishing touches to Mother Brain and is about to end this race.
One of the few times I've seen, like, Mother Brain get right up close there to Linkforce during the fight.
Indeed. And down goes the big brain.
Now,
To answer a question in chat. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we're both gonna answer that. Question in chat, how did this one play out? Honestly, Janus had the lead for a good chunk of this race, but one critical miscall cost him everything as he missed hook shot on Waterway, and that basically just cost him the whole race. He just now got it and is finishing. But otherwise, it's been a great race so far. But Linkforce, playing super strong, was able to make a great comeback. So now it's just a matter of making the escape here for Linkforce0.
Do you think he's gonna save the animal?
I doubt it. Very few runners do, and especially if they know they're going to be this close to winning. He's now on the home stretch here. Yep, he's not going to save the animal. He's just going to run right on through.
Aww.
But this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, Linkforce0 finishes in first place with an official SRL time of 3 hours, 35 minutes, and 31 seconds.
GG to Linkforce.
Indeed. Get your GGs in chat. Congratulations to Linkforce. And we have our winner, Linkforce0, here in the channel joining us. Once he gets his mic unmuted, we'll be happy to have a talk with him.
Hello.
And, hey, congratulations on your victory, my friend.
Thank you. I'm not expecting any wins because I don't really route well in this game. But
well, actually, you pulled off a comeback because here's the thing. Here's what you don't know. Janus had the lead for like the first 3 hours of this race. The move that cost him and the move that gave you the victory was you finding hook shot at Waterway. He didn't check that until just recently. So that's what saved him.
I was shocked when I saw hook shot at Waterway. Well, I'm glad I came back for this. Yeah.
Indeed, you did a fantastic job. And to be fair, actually, the other thing I noticed is that your execution was on point. So you should give yourself a lot of credit.
I could have worked a bit on the routing, but execution-wise, it was fantastic.
Yeah, routing for me is just not the best. When I get both suits before even touching Super Metroid, I'm just like, well, my routing's gonna suck. The worst part was Laser Bridge.
I mean, in your defense, Janus died to like Trinex what, twice?
Oh.
No, died once to Trinex, died once to Mocula. Almost went back to Mocula, almost considering Pet Seed until he actually checked the pedestal, which obviously was nothing. It was Couch Cash, by the way.
Okay.
And he also did Ice Palace, which cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, I like in Skull Woods. I'm like, I'm gonna find the 2 items. The last times on Mocula, I'll fight him, and I find Mirror and Big Chest. Like, okay, bye. I'm leaving.
It's like, yeah, bye. I got everything I need here.
Yep. I was worried that something was going to be on Graveyard Ledge. Well, yeah, because I never checked that.
No, there was nothing there. You're good.
And what was on left side of swamp? A dungeon item and something?
Nothing of significance as far as I recall, because I don't even know if either of you checked. I don't even think Janus skipped it too.
Janus checked part of left side, but since he didn't have hookshot, he couldn't check all of.
Oh, that's right. Well, he could have. He just didn't bother because he could have gone the long way around to check both sides. He just didn't.
I knew there's one item left there, and I just left it there because I'm like, I don't want to go back.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah. My other surprise was bow at Plasma Beam.
We'd actually known about that, and that was our thing, was we were watching that going, it depends on who gets what first, because at that point it was down to you finding the bow at Plasma and Janus finding hookshot at Waterway, and I knew you can ask Pansnick here. I said, you're more than likely to get it first before he gets his, and I was right on the money.
Yeah, I didn't check Sand Pits because I'm like, that's going to take way too long. So I just went to defeat Dragon, see what Plasma was, and then I was going to go back and do the Sand Pits.
Yeah, the only thing you missed out in Sand Pits was Screw Attack. It was in the right Sand Pit.
Honestly, I'd already done Lower North Fair. That didn't really help.
Yeah, it's like, all things considered, it helped out better for you having Space Jump than Screw Attack.
Oh yeah.
And that was another thing. Janus didn't have either item for Lower Norfair. He had to do infinite bomb jumps.
Oh. Yeah, see, going through Meridia with Space Jump is much easier than having to do everything else. Like, any form of travel through Meridia is awful without Space Jump.
It's not too bad if you have high jump, but yeah, it is pretty annoying without Space Jump.
Oh, how early did Janus dip TR?
A little early? Yeah, he checked that pretty early, but not like super early compared to you. So it really wasn't that big of a deal for him.
Well, because if you didn't have the mirror, you couldn't get Space Jump, because that was in Mimic Cave. right?
He didn't check, but he skipped Mimic Cave.
Oh.
He had the mirror, and he still skipped Mimic Cave. We called him out on that, too. I was like, you're going to regret that, and sure enough, Space Jump.
Yeah. Because I was like, ooh, this will help for, like, everything else that I do.
Yeah, you guys entered that place. Actually, you guys were pretty close together on that one, as far as I recall. Like, I think he was nearing the end of it when you were first coming into it.
Oh, okay. And then I died 6 times at Laser Bridge.
Exactly. Hey, you still did. Laser Bridge is always hard, all right? And considering you couldn't get Mirror Shield since it was on Tridex, there was really not much way the way around.
I could have gotten the Burna from King's Tomb if I'd gone there earlier. But
I'm trying to remember, where did Janus find half magic again?
oh yeah, is that like an Ice Palace?
I think so.
Okay, because that would have been helpful.
Yeah, doing a Trinex fight with no half magic is pretty scary.
Well, if I have tempered non-half magic Trinex is fine for me, but like Master Sword, no half magic I can't do that. I just recently did Fighter Sword, half magic, Trinex, and beat him with a hammer.
Yeah, it's tricky, but that's probably your better option if you have Fighter Sword. You have to have at least hammer. Because trying to do it with half magic, without half magic, in general is tricky, and having only Fighter Sword, forget it.
Oh, Crocomire. Silver's at Indiana Jones.
That was oof.
I'm like, okay, there's one item in Crocomire area that I haven't seen. I can't get it right now, or I can't even see it. I'm just gonna like wait till like I get near it again. Let alone it's Silver's. I'm like, okay, glad I came back for this.
Yeah, I mean, you had Tempered Sword, so Serverless Ganon wouldn't have been too terrible.
I have not done Silverless Ganon at all, nor practiced it. So
I want to get on that because you might come across one of those one day.
Yeah, I need to. I don't have.
By the way, give you a quick update as far as what we're seeing on our end here. Janus is now on Aga 2. He's already killed Mother Brain, so he's almost done at it.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream right now. Oh, another cool thing that I did is when I was doing Landmo, in Desert Palace, I like ricocheted against him. It hit him like twice.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, that's nice.
All right, JanusZeal has taken out Agatuo here and is on his way to the pig.
Nice.
So, is there any part of this particular seed that you found frustrating, Linkforce?
Not really. We got a lot of items early. It was Hammer that we found very late.
Yeah, you found that. Actually, I was commenting on that because I think it was when Janus was going into Thieves Town. I'm like, you know, he can only use so much because he doesn't have hammer. And then as soon as I say that, there it is. And I'm like, oh, okay then.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be able to get that one item. Hopefully it's the key or it's a dungeon item. And then first I was like, oh, hi, Hammer. Okay, glad I came here early.
Right? You don't see that very. Actually, the funniest thing I've seen is that I think it was like a couple of races ago. I had a couple guys. They cleared through almost all of Thieves Town, didn't check Sea House, and Sea House had hammer.
Yeah, I don't know if I tracked that or watched it, but yeah, I was.
I think you were there for that. I think I remember seeing. I know I've worked with you before on something.
Yeah.
But I laughed so hard when that happened. It's like, oh, come on. That's just mean.
I made one joke earlier. It's like the only reason that Linkforce is lagging behind here is because who's racing and tracking at the same time. But I know that's not.
A thing that you guys don't know is I'm using. I made my own tracker. When I got Ice Beam, I tried to hit it, but I accidentally hit the X button. So I didn't have a tracker for like 2 minutes after that. This was the very beginning. So like the time you saw me just kind of standing in, I think it was the race game. Yeah, I was getting that back.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
JanusZeal, thank.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Janus actually was running a little low on health there, but thankfully he remembered to pack up those blue potions, so he's in good shape. He's about to finish up here. Might want to wait a second, because I think he's one more hit away. Gets his silvers out, and there's Bacon.
Nice. I think I bought 2 blue potions, and I'm glad this came in handy.
Yeah, I noticed that. That paid off for you there in the end. All right, so let's wait for Janus to enter the door here, and we'll get his official time. And ladies and gentlemen, JanusZeal is finished in second place with an official time of 3 hours, 47 minutes, and 31 seconds.
I did have one question for you, Linkforce. I think it was when you were on your way to the watering hole in Meridia, you were just kind of pausing there at the doorway. What were you doing there?
I was getting Asteroid back up.
Ah. Yeah, you did exit out at one point.
Yeah, I think it's the internet at my school. I think it just blipped out for a second.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully it didn't cost you anything there. It didn't hurt you too bad.
Yeah.
All things considered, I think that was pretty fun and interesting to see.
Yeah, it was actually really nice.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward seed. Like, I mean, I've seen like super fast seeds and I've seen like heavy trolley seeds, and while this one had its trolls, this one is far from the worst I've seen. So I think this one came out pretty well for you.
And this is actually a PB for me.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Congratulations!
Yeah. This is actually my only sub 4 hour.
Yeah, see, like I said, your execution was solid, and I think that's what helped you catch up. Because you, like, even though you were behind for most of the race, you were never that like super far behind. You were always right on his heels. So when he made that critical miscall, and I don't say mistake, I say miscall, because that would have been something anyone could have done. But the minute he did that, you just took the race and ran with it. All right, let's see if we can try to get Janus in here. I don't know if he got the message or not.
Yeah, the bot could take a second to send the message, or he could also be checking something or doing something before heading into the interview thing.
Indeed. But this race was just so much fun to watch. Like all of us, including the chat, were on our edge of our seats the entire time. Like as soon as we saw how close things were getting with those last items, all of us were just sitting there like, who's gonna get it first? Who's gonna get first? Who's gonna get first? And then you just got that boat. Like I saw you going towards the boat. I was like, that's it, game done. It's over.
Nice.
Well, while we're waiting on Janus and see if he's going to come in here or not, I want to remind you guys that if you enjoyed our runners here tonight, make sure you give JanusZeal and Linkforce0 a follow on Twitch. Show some love for this amazing runners. Of course, shout out to our tracker, Tagraneth, who did an amazing job. First time, too. Very nicely done. So big thank you to her. And, of course, myself and my co-commentator, Pansneck. Pansneck, it has been a pleasure working with you, my friend.
Yeah.
We love new trackers.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Trackers are very... Yeah, they are the unsung heroes of these races, because, like, we wouldn't be able to keep up with half the stuff we do if we had to track at the same time. So we always appreciate our trackers. We are not, They are a very important piece when most people don't even realize it.
And I can't count the number of times that Linkforce would have to correct me or the other co-commentator on something we missed on the stream or got wrong.
Well, I don't think we're going to be seeing Janus here anytime soon, unfortunately. I don't guess he's not either not getting the bot or he's just not answering it. So, any final thoughts from you, Linkforce, before you wrap this?
No, I think I'm good.
Well, still, congratulations again. Amazing job. Like I said, make sure you guys give a follow. Make sure you guys also give a follow to all of our channels, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, to keep with all the races. We've got another race going on right now over on Speed Gaming 5, as a matter of fact. You guys might want to head over there once we're done and go check that out and see some other amazing races. And of course, that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. On behalf of everybody here at the Speed Gaming family, we want to thank you guys for watching. My name is The Shades, and we will see you guys next time. Rock on!
We'll see you guys later.